ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Sylvan Hills Arena in, I guess, Sylvan Hills, Arkansas?
Sherwood, Arkansas, maybe.
Sherwood, Arkansas. This is Mike Nevins, joined by Coach K. We've got a matchup tonight with the Sylvan Hills Bears against the Sheridan Yellowjackets. Starting with the girls' game here in about 6.5 minutes. Um, Looking at the teams on the court, Sylvan Hills looks very athletic. Coach Brakefield alluded to that earlier today in a conversation that they're very athletic. They're 2-0. They've had wins over El Dorado and Alma. So his main concerns tonight are taking care of the basketball and limiting our turnovers and limiting the chances and fast break points for Sylvan Hills.
Yeah, as I look down at the Sylvan Hills Bears, they don't look to have a bunch of size as far as post player size, but as they move around the court, look athletic, shooting the ball well from the elbow right now. Looks like a team that might press us a little bit. Lots of guards, maybe four guards, kind of look. Just guessing based on what we're seeing. It's early in the season, so there's not a whole lot of film to check these kind of things, but looks like we're going to see a race from Sylvan Hills, and then Coach Brakebill is going to have our girls running their stuff and competing here in the gym.
You know, sometimes coaches like to get out and run. I think Coach Brakebill really likes to apply pressure and run a little bit, but at the same time, you got to know your opponent. I remember back in the day, a few years ago, West Memphis girls really liked to run, and you didn't want to run with the West Memphis girls. We'll see what happens tonight with how does Sheridan handle the pressure. We got the young guards again. We talked the other night about how young we are. Starting a freshman guard in Ainsley Stevens. You'll see Addie Brumette will get a bunch of minutes. Kelsey Rose seeing her real first varsity minutes. You've got the solid players. You've got the Lily Reed, who's your team leader. You got Lily, who will have to help handle some of that pressure, I think. And then you fall back on Bell. You hope Bell handles some pressure. Mason Wilson come in and give you that energy, but help take care of the basketball. So I think that's some of the things coaches are going to be looking for. Some of the girls coaches are going to be looking for to handle some of this pressure, and to see if they're up to the challenge.
Yeah, since we were on the air at Russellville for the benefit game, the Lady Yellowjackets have had one home game. They invited Mount St. Mary's girls in, and were victorious against Mount St. Mary's last week. Couple notes from that game. I know that we just mentioned freshman point guard Ainsley Stevens. I think she had 15 in that game. I know Coach Brakebill said some positive things about all the girls. Don't misunderstand me. But he was pleased with Kelsey Rose's performance that night. Kind of knocked off that first game jitters. And in game two, he talked about her and her game both offensively and defensively. So just a couple things in passing in the hallway that he mentioned to me after the Mount St. Mary's win. So officially the Lady Yellowjackets are 1-0 coming into tonight. We count the benefit game. We can call that 1-1. Another non-conference opponent. And again, I'm going to say this over and over again until we get into the conference season. We did not do ourselves any favors on easy wins. Definitely measuring sticks to see where we can get to. And this is probably great for later on in the conference season to be prepared. But we're not playing lollipops.
No, not at all. You come in and you bring Russellville. Both boys and girls were very solid, very good. You come to Sylvan Hills, again, perennial powers on the boys and the girls, I believe. The boys for sure. Come into this new arena, Sylvan Hills Arena. Very nice digs here. It's not quite Yellowjacket Arena, but it's a good setup. So we'll see how we react. It's kind of down in a hole down in there. So it gives you a little bit of a vibe of what it's going to be like traveling around our conference and playing against the teams we play against to get you ready for that. We talked about this. We play in the toughest conference in the state on the boys' side. On the girls' side, we're generally in the 1 through 4. Very rarely do we miss the playoffs. I don't know that I remember the last time we did.
I can't think of when that was either, that we didn't at least make that first round game. And I think we're poised to be there again this year. I think this preseason schedule is going to help to have us prepared for those games that are coming up. in a month or so, and I think that all of the Yellow Jacket, the planning that goes into our season, the community that we talk about that travels with us, all the things that are Sheridan Yellow Jacket ladies and gentlemen basketball, I think it's time to start to figure out what it's going to look like.
Yeah, you alluded to that again. We talked about it a little bit at Russellville. The way that the Sheridan fans travel. We saw Friday night at Mountain Home. I would say we probably had as many people in the stands as Mountain Home did in their stands over there. Um, it was they traveled great. Uh, for basketball right now, it's a little bit early. You're still trying to get here from Sheridan or south of here. I know coming up JFK, it was bumper to bumper. There was a lot of red lines on my map coming up.
Yeah, I stayed at school a little bit later today than I had planned. I needed to do a couple things, and yes, 100%. It was a tough ride in.
Welcome to Sylvan Hills Arena
Minutes ago before
on the campus of Sylvan Hills High School in beautiful Sherwood, Arkansas, for this evening's varsity basketball contest featuring the Sheridan Lady Jackets and your Sylvan Hills Bears. At this time, would you please rise and face the flag as we recite together the Pledge of Allegiance. Recite the pledge with me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing. And gentlemen, remove your caps as we honor America with our national anthem. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the starting lineup for the Sheridan Lady Jackets. The Sheridan Lady Jackets have a 1-0 overall record and are coached by assistant coach Jordan Phillips and Andrew Breakbill, the head coach. Starting at guard, a freshman, number 5, Ainsley Stevens.
Starting for the Yellowjackets, number 5, freshman Ainsley Stevens.
Starting at guard, a junior, number 2, Kelsey Rose.
Kelsey Rose getting the start tonight.
Starting at guard, a senior, number 30, Lily Reed.
Lily Reed, the sharpshooter of the Sheridan Lady Jackets.
Starting at forward, a senior, number 12, Mason Wilson.
The energy of the team, Mason Wilson always bringing that.
Starting at forward, a senior, number 24,
Senior
Belle
Smith.
Smith.
Want her to come in and be real tough and get tough down in that paint.
All right, for our opponent tonight, the Sylvan Hills Bears. They are playing the old Chicago Bulls music. Tunnels made, and everybody, here they come. The Sylvan Hills Bears, Lady Bears.
For your Sylvan Hills Bears. Starting at center, a 6-foot junior, number 32, Kylie Metcalf.
They list Kylie Metcalf at 6'2". Kylie Metcalf, a junior, at center.
Number 15, Tamari Turner.
Number 15, Kamari Turner. She is a senior.
5'6" senior, number 0, Nia Hurd Thomas.
Nia Hurd Thomas,
Starting
another
at
senior.
guard, 5'7" senior, number 11, J.C. Rainey.
J.C. Rainey, a senior.
Starting at guard, a 5'5" senior, number 23, Sanaya Miller.
Sanaya Miller, a senior as well. So junior Kylie Metcalf, senior Sanaya Miller, senior Kamari Turner, senior J.C. Rainey, and senior Nia Hurd Thomas for the Lady Bears of Sylvan Hills. Gotta say, the music and the PA announcer are on point tonight in Sylvan Hills Arena.
Sylvan Hills team looks like got 4 out of 5 stars, seniors. They've got several juniors down there, just a couple of freshmen, some sophomores. But for the most part, seem to be like a pretty seasoned team that could have been playing really well together, playing a long time together.
All right, as we get ready to tip, high school basketball, 8-minute quarters. The bonus at 5 fouls. Sheridan in yellow going to our left. Sylvan Hills in white going to the right. And we're underway. Tip goes to the Sylvan Hills Bears. Guard Sanaya Miller's handling the ball at the top of the key. Already we get a tip from Stevens on the ball.
Sheridan out in man-to-man. 3 up short. Kelsey needs battle for that. Kelsey had her hands on it, and 23 took it away.
First offensive rebound of the night for the Bears. Moving the ball around the perimeter. Looks like we've got our first foul of the evening.
The foul is assessed to number 5, Ainsley Stevens. Her first personal foul, first team foul.
Baseline inbounds for Sylvan Hills. The way these are run is always very important to the success of a team. Sideline and baseline inbounds plays need to turn into buckets for teams to win lots of games. Ball again around the perimeter. Not really looking inside yet. Ball's at the top of the key. Back in the hands of 23. She seems to be the ball handler. Sanaya Miller again with the ball. Really good post move. Drop step post move by Metcalf. Ball does not go in, so we get our first rebound of the night, and our first offensive possession starts with Lily Reed.
Bell just down that first rebound, and it kind of worked. Good backdoor cut by Mason.
Set play for Mason Wilson layup.
2 points for number 12.
And the first lead of the game goes to our Sheridan Yellowjackets tonight.
Time out, Sylvan Hills.
Great patience by Ainsley right there, seeing that pass and waiting for it to develop, and then put it on the money, because that wasn't one of a lot of times when we see that, especially the first play of the game, it's an open layup. Mason made a contested layup right there. Sylvan Hills knew it was coming, and that girl slid over and was there, and Mason finished strong.
I feel like that probably has been talked about on film this week. The coach immediately calls a timeout. Very disappointed in the defense of her Sylvan Hills Bears because I think they knew it was coming and still didn't defend it very well. It was run perfectly. Again, ball moves around the perimeter for Sylvan Hills, gets inside. Left-handed Kylie Metcalf with a miss.
2 points for Kylie Metcalf.
Gets her own offensive board, puts it back up, and we're at 2-2.
There's those second chance points that plagued us against Russellville.
Shot clock needs to be reset to 31, they say. Put us back on the baseline.
So here you see the pressure by Sylvan Hills.
Full court press. Not at full go yet, though, just kind of showing it to us.
That's right. But you notice when they showed pressure, we had 3 seniors back there handling the ball. Good cut and pass.
Great job there in the continuous offense. Assist goes to Lily Reed. Bucket goes to Belle Smith. Sheridan back up 4-2. Ball in the hands of guard Sanaya Miller at the top of the key. Another offensive rebound by Sylvan Hills. This time, Kylie Metcalf travels, and the ball is going to come back to the Sheridan Yellowjackets. They've had 3 looks at the basket, and they've already got 3 offensive rebounds. That was kind of a thorn in our side at Russellville last week. Ball at the top of the key, freshman Ainsley Stevens starts the offense. Looks like we're looking for another look on the back door. We got it again, ladies and gentlemen, but the charge on Lily Reed is going to wipe that basket away.
If this were college or the NBA, that would got to be the basket. But
Her first personal foul, second team foul.
They'll call it anywhere on the court.
All right, another backdoor play. Basket wiped away, so the ball back in the hands of Sylvan Hills. Steal by Wilson. Wilson to Ainsley Stevens with the left hand. It pops out. Ball, and away go the Sylvan Hills Bears at full speed. Another miss, another offensive rebound. This time it's going to turn into a foul under the basket on our Yellowjackets.
The foul is assessed to Sheridan number 2, Kelsey Rose, at the line for Sylvan Hills. Number 32, Kylie Metcalf.
I don't mean to keep bringing it up, but that is 4 shots and 4 offensive rebounds.
We said Kelsey Rose down there. They gave that to Bill Smith.
Both free throws are made. Tie game at 4-all. Only 3 minutes into the game so far. 4-4 is the score, and full court pressure is back in place. Bell handles the ball in the short court to the middle, and now to Wilson. Back to Bell Smith, and now we can start the offense with Ainsley Stevens. On the wing, Lily Reed, being guarded man-to-man. Finds her way to the lane, great kick. Great hustle. Wilson's going to end up with a rebound. On the other side of half court, the referee says she did not have possession, so it is not a back court. Drive to the lane, spin move, great move by Wilson. Mason Wilson with the bucket. Our Yellowjackets retake the lead.
So you saw Mason brings here. She hustled, tipped that rebound away, hustled down to get it, and then takes it back to the basket. Makes a great move to get 2 points.
Let's finish this with
Kylie Metcalf.
5 trips. That makes 5 offensive rebounds. We're going to have to overcome the rebounding battle. We're doing a great job getting a tough first look, but we've got to finish their trip with the rebound. Bell Smith on the wing. Lily Reed lets it go. Rebound Sylvan Hills. Tie game, 3:43 to play, 6-all. Again,
Lily was a little surprised how open she was when she first caught it, because I thought she would have let it go as soon as she caught it.
I had the same thought.
And another offensive rebound for Sylvan Hills. Good hands by Kelsey. Oh, she rolled over.
They're going to call a travel on the rollover, and we're going to see our first subs of the game. In comes Addie Grimmett.
Sheridan, number 4, Addie Grimmett.
Kelsey Rose, after the good play, good hustle play, tipping that ball away after Sylvan Hills got the offensive rebound. Takes a breather.
Hills, number 24.
Mackenzie King enters the game for Sylvan Hills. Another junior, so we got another upperclassman on the floor. Nobody younger than a junior yet for Sylvan Hills. Now we've got 2 freshmen on the floor for our Yellowjackets. Can't say enough about Mason Wilson. The hustle plays so far tonight.
Called that foul on Addie.
Offensive foul, must have been an illegal screen of some sort.
Said she pushed.
First foul for Addie Grimmett. We have 4 team fouls. So far, Sylvan Hills has not committed a foul. They'll shoot in the bonus the rest of the half. Double dribble called on Sylvan Hills. Another turnover. Yellowjackets ball. Pressure from the side. Yellowjackets are set to throw the ball in from the 24-foot line on the far end.
Oh, it was open, and Addie just wasn't looking for the ball right there.
Turnover, unforced turnover on the Yellowjackets. Ball will come in for the Sylvan Hills Bears on the sideline, same 24-foot line we were just standing. Yellow Jackets still showing man defense.
Yeah, here we go, match up. There's Addie pressuring the ball.
Sylvan Hills 23, Sanaya Miller, is the primary ball handler. She has shown that so far.
And then now, and we get our first defensive rebound. Good job, Mason.
First defensive board of the night on the 7th possession. Lily Reed at half court, handling the ball, handling the pressure. Ball to Lily Reed, swung. Great rotation of the ball. Good look by Mason Wilson, wide open. A steal by Lily Reed to the rim. Should be no foul called. We're going to take the ball out on the baseline.
So here we go, a couple subs from Sylvan Hills at the dead ball. See what we do on our baseline out of bounds here.
First freshman of the night for the Sylvan Hills Bears, Skylar Hill in the game. Also a Naya guy. Referees are making sure that everybody looks good. They're tucked in and ready to go.
Great move by Mason.
Another set play for the Yellow Jackets.
Mason Wilson for 2.
Somebody calls a timeout. Not sure here yet.
Timeout.
Yellow Jackets call a timeout. Set up this defensive look. So for the Yellow Jackets so far, we've got 3 or 4 set plays that have worked for buckets. Had that one wiped away on the offensive foul. On the other end, we've done a fantastic job getting a tough shot every trip. But 6 offensive rebounds on 7 trips have turned into 6 second chance points for the Sylvan Hills Bears.
Yeah, so not only is that frustrating for a coach, but it hurts the morale of your defense, of your team. When you work so hard to get make them take a tough shot like that, and then they wind up with the offensive rebound, it's almost like you have a little bit of wind taken out of your sails. And so Mason crashed the boards that last time, and so maybe that's the key to it. We got to get all 5 girls crashing the boards and at least tipping the ball away. Get some tips and out hustle them for the basketball.
A little bit more pressure as we come out of the timeout for the Yellow Jackets. Double dribble, another turnover by the Bears. I think that's 4 here in the first quarter.
And their turnovers you don't see a lot. They've been in high school girls, they've been travels and double dribbles. So you're it's a little bit, I say a little weird to see so many of them this early in a game, in a high school girls game.
All right, here we start our offensive continuous look. Kind of a flex cut there by Bell. Leaves it a little bit short. Rebound Bears, so they're off and running. They're in transition, kick it ahead to the guard 23, Miller, and a foul on our Yellow Jackets.
That's going to be a number 2, I believe, on Lily.
At the line for Sylvan Hills, number 15, Kamari Turner.
Yeah, it's 2 on Lily in the first quarter, so we'll see how Coach decides to play this. It kind of looks like Kelsey Rose may be coming in for her, but
Sylvan Hills is now 3 for 3 from the free throw line.
Number 2, Kelsey Rose.
And she does. Kelsey comes in for Lily. Lily takes a seat with 2 fouls. You don't want to risk getting that 3rd foul here in the first quarter.
Entering the game for Sylvan Hills.
Looks like Sylvan's bench is a little bit deeper than ours tonight as far as how many players the coach is going to play. We've seen quite a rotation. We're 8 or 9 players deep now for the Bears already in the first quarter. Again, full court pressure. They weren't quite ready, I guess. They hadn't picked out who they were going to guard, so they kind of lost everybody for a moment. Again, Mason to the rim. Got to the block, but didn't make the bucket. Transition bucket for 23, Sanaya Miller. And for the first time, maybe all night, Sylvan Hills has got the lead at 10-8.
And you saw their speed right there. You saw that athleticism getting back. Good pass ahead.
Great kick ahead. Stevens to Bell. Bell Smith is now going to be at the free throw line. First foul of the night on the Sylvan Hills Bears.
Boy, they've played a clean game, huh?
First team foul.
Bell will shoot 2.
At the line for Sheridan, number 24, Bell Smith.
First one hits back rim. It's out. A made free throw is a great time to show a little pressure. Oh, that one hits the same spot on the back rim, comes out, rebound to Sylvan Hills. This time they do not run. They kind of take it into their half-court set.
Oh, Ainsley applying pressure, and that's going to be her second.
That's going to be her second foul, and also should be a bonus set of free throws for the Sylvan Hills Bears.
Her second personal foul, 15th foul.
With just a minute or so to play here in the first quarter, Sylvan Hills leads 10-8.
Number 24, Mackenzie King.
Shows a little foul trouble now. We've got both Ainsley Stevens and Lily Reed with 2. For now, it looks like we're going to stay with Ainsley Stevens.
See how he chooses to play this. That's how I'm looking down the bench. There's Ainsley.
Big rebound.
Big rebound.
From a tough spot to get that rebound. Glad we didn't get it over the back call there. Stevens handles the ball, kicks to Grimmett. Grimmett to Bell. Gets to the lane, and she gets fouled again. We're going to go back to the free throw line.
Good move by Bell. She come off that little roll and went straight down the lane. She saw it wide open. The lane was wide open. So she goes straight down the lane and gets fouled to finish strong.
Been real pleased with how we've attacked the rim tonight. All those double gaps. We've gotten to the block. We've gotten into the lane and made some kickouts. In comes Krause for the first time tonight. Sadie Krause in for Ainsley Stevens. Going to protect her on this defensive trip for sure with 2 fouls. This time Belle Smith makes both of her free throws.
So what Coach Breakbill saw was Ainsley is going to be aggressive. So she was aggressive on that down there at the free, could have got over the back like you said, getting the rebound on that free throw. And so you don't want to risk her getting the 3rd foul. So and here comes the senior Sadie Krause for the first time tonight. There's a rebound by Addie Grimmett.
She's got the pressure. Ball should be off of Sylvan Hills. We're going to keep the ball, give us a chance to kind of set up our press break. Now that we're back on offense, here comes Ainsley Stevens. So early defense for offense switch.
a little first quarter offense for defense switch. There goes Bell. Need a leader with that pass.
Ball goes off Bell's hands and out of bounds. It's going to be Sylvan Hills balls on the sideline. Again, we're going to switch offense for defense to wrap up this quarter. More likely to get a foul on defense. So Ainsley Stevens out. In comes Sadie Krause.
20 seconds to go in the quarter, so.
This is a place where Sadie can shine. She's very good at putting pressure on the ball. She's guarding the usual ball handler, number 23, Sanaya Miller right now. Kind of baiting her into hoping that wing pass would have got there. I think she would have got that steal. 24, Mackenzie King gets into the lane and gets fouled. She's going to shoot 2.
That was Addie. That's second foul on Addie. So now you got Sylvan Hills has 2 team fouls in the first quarter, and Sheridan has 3 girls with 2 fouls apiece. 7 fouls for the quarter.
1 free throw out of the pair made. Sylvan Hills leads 12-10. And the horn sounds to end the first quarter. So I guess the big story in the first quarter is going to be foul trouble. We had 3 of our starters all sit with 2 fouls at some point in the quarter. Lily Reed has 2. Ainsley Stevens with 2. And then, help me out, who's our third?
Addie Grimmett.
Addie Grimmett
has 2.
Addie Grimmett has 2. So that quarter was a foul fest.
One way for Sheridan.
We're going to reset the fouls for the second quarter as far as team fouls, but going to have to play safe defense. Probably going to have to pack it in a little bit, not be quite so aggressive with our hands.
Yeah, and that's what it is. What you see, like that last foul on Addie, when number 24, when Mackenzie King drove to the lane, Addie had 2 hands on her. And the refs are going to let it go a little bit, but if you consistently do that, so you got to move those feet and get in front of them. I felt like Sylvan Hills was just as aggressive on defense, but just weren't as handsy at times. So we'll see how it happens. I say uncharacteristic. You see this sometimes in Sheridan games. Lily Reed hasn't scored yet. So you look at that, and a lot of teams come out and they're gonna be gunning for Lily. They're gonna shade towards Lily. They're gonna double team Lily. They're gonna try to keep the ball out of her hand. And like we talked about at Russellville the other night, you get one, she sees one go through the basket, look out. So
yeah, no doubt about that. Coming out for the second quarter, basketball is going to be on the rotating possession. Sheridan's going to get the ball to start the second quarter. We're going to start the quarter, looks like, with who do we got out there? We got Ainsley Stevens, Lily Reed, Addie Grimmett, Kelsey Rose, and then
Mason Wilson.
Mason Wilson threw the ball in, got it to Grimmett. First bucket for her tonight. Addie Grimmett scores 2 on a great inbounds play. The feed from Wilson to Grimmett for the first bucket of the night for Grimmett.
And then Grimmett did the flyby. She did it. She caught it, 2 feet, pump fake, and made the layup. So, and then now another tough shot by Sylvan Hills.
Another tough shot, great rebound, Lily Reed this time.
Right.
Rose is going to find her way down to the block, kick it back out to Grimmett. Lily Reed for 3 off the back rim. Great hustle and a bucket by Mason Wilson. So give that rebound to Ainsley Stevens. Give that bucket to Mason Wilson. Great offensive rebound score to take the lead 14-12. 1 minute done here in the second quarter. Sheridan leads 14-12 at Sylvan Hills. Missed 3. They're going to get another chance. 23 all the way under the basket and out to the three-point line. We're back around the perimeter with the Sylvan Hills Bears. Shot by number 11.
Great box out by Mason Wilson right there.
Fantastic. Quick steal by 23. Sanaya Miller, and that bucket is going to go to her on the quick turnover, pick 6 turnover bucket by number 23, King from Sylvan Hills. I think that Ainsley might have been looking at Coach for some guidance on what we were going to do when we got down the court. And it was taken by King. Turnover this time by Grimmett. Again, Sylvan Hills brings the ball up the court, top of the key. 16-12, biggest lead of the night for the Sylvan Hills Bears.
Oh, there's a backdoor cut by Sylvan Hills.
Backdoor cut is another bucket by Sylvan Hills. Breakville's seen enough. He's going to call a 30-second timeout. Scoreboard currently says 17-12. I think it's 18-12.
I have got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14.
I think it's 18. Okay.
Yeah, I've only got 14. I think they gave us a.
We're looking at the book right now. There's a change.
I think they gave us a bucket instead of Sylvan Hills.
They just changed the scoreboard here. They're still playing with it. Maybe 16-14 them. Referees have left the scorer's table. Right now we have a official score on the scoreboard here on the big scoreboard in the middle of the arena. 16 Sylvan Hills, 14 Sheridan. Referees back to the table to double check with the book, but we think that may be where we are.
They better go back and check. Braden and I both had it 16 or 16-14 them, or yeah, it's 16-14 Sylvan Hills.
Okay. 16-14 Sylvan Hills.
I didn't think I could be wrong, but you know it happens. But when Braden said he had it that way, I knew it couldn't be wrong.
Ball comes into Grimmett. She gets it to Rose. Rose to Reed before she crosses half court. Great hustle. Good find by Grimmett. Wilson gets kind of stuck. She's going to have to get out of that lane.
Yep.
They call a 3-second call, kind of quick, but she did get kind of stuck in the lane. So we're going to turn the ball over again to the Sylvan Hills Bears.
In hindsight, Mason probably wishes as soon as she came to the jump stop, she just went straight up to the goal.
Good news is we're 3 minutes into the second quarter, and we don't have a foul this quarter. We need to be careful there. Another tough basket or tough shot by the Sylvan Hills Bears, and another rebound goes to Mason Wilson.
Mason's really started to kind of assert herself on the boards, making sure she's blocking out hard. And it looks real good. Oh, another great back cut and rewards Mason. Oh, no.
We got the backdoor look again, and it falls off the front of the rim. I think we were all watching because we expected it to go in.
And then we don't get back on defense, so that's a double whammy for Coach Brakebill.
Yeah, don't get back. Watch a layup in transition by the Bears. 18-14 Bears. We're running the floor. Ball at the logo with Lily Reed. Had a fan come and ask us a crazy question. Sorry, we kind of went quiet for a second. Post player Kaylee Metcalf with a great catch on an entry pass, but she travels. So we're going to wave that basket off and keep the score at 18-14 Sylvan Hills. Again, full court pressure, kind of a man look by the Bears. Ball into Ainsley Stevens, who finds Kelsey Rose.
That's what they're doing. They're trying to use a little bit of athleticism, just playing a man-to-man and put pressure on. And there's the long three by Lily Reed.
Hand down, man down, or however they say that. Lily Reed with her first bucket of the night, three-point basket from the left wing. Pulls us to within one.
And that's one of those, the net barely moved when it went through. That was such a pretty shot.
Could have called that a illegal screen maybe. Instead, it's a foul on the Yellowjackets. First foul of the quarter. Foul's going to be on number 2. Kelsey Rose with her second foul.
I thought they called it on. He was holding up number 5.
For Sylvan Hills, number 23, Sanaya Miller.
So that's Kelsey's first foul. So she's not in foul trouble, but.
Got a rebound. There's Sadie Krause. Gets in the scorebook with her first defensive rebound of the night. Gets to mark that up. Ball being handled up top by Ainsley Stevens. She's going to look for the back door again. We got it again, ladies and gentlemen. This time the dish is from Mason Wilson to Lily Reed. Kind of two versions of that backdoor cut. We've got each one of them a couple times. I think their coach is probably going to draw that one on the board during halftime.
Right. And there's Mason again with that jump in the passing lane, that hustle. Goes up. What a great play by Mason.
Mason Wilson coast to coast, gets the steal, gets the layup, almost got the foul, it looked like to me. Sheridan Lady Jackets up 21-18 with 3:12 left in the half, and the Bears have seen enough. They're pulling everybody to the sideline. We're going to call a timeout because offensively we're breaking their press. We're getting steals, we're making buckets, and Sylvan Hills is going to have to reset.
We've gotten really active, so we were very handsy in the first quarter. In the second quarter, it seems like we're a little more defensive energy, using our feet a little bit more, getting out in the passing lanes, like right there. Mason just jumped that passing lane, tipped it away, went and got it, goes the length of the court for the basket. 3-point lead for the Yellowjackets with 3:12 to go.
I think my favorite part is they're still not getting easy looks. They're getting one tough shot. In this quarter, we're getting that defensive board. Their number 11, J.C. Rainey, senior J.C. Rainey, shoots the ball like she's a shooter. And I'm sure she'll make a couple somewhere throughout the night. But so far, she's been back rim several times. And this quarter, when she shot that shot, we've gotten that rebound, got an outlet pass. They haven't had a chance to really set up in their press. So we've had a better look on the offensive end. And it's showing right now with our 3-point lead.
Yeah, that's right. So
as they come out of the timeout, 3:11 left in the second quarter. Looks like we're going to come out in a zone, like a 3-2 zone. They find a post player and turn the ball over to.
Yeah, she double dribbled.
In her gather, they say she took a dribble. So then when she got ready to go offensively, they call a double dribble.
I personally don't think they see that called enough. I think you see that happen a lot. It doesn't get called.
Well, tonight they've done a really good job with that. I just did it.
You did it. That's
You're in timeout. I said that she hadn't made one yet. There's J.C. Rainey from Sylvan Hills with her first 3 of the night.
I'll be sure to tell Coach Brakefield to let you know about that at work tomorrow.
I probably should scout that better next time. Tie game, Yellowjackets. We're going to see if we can match that one. No,
Sadie Krause with the offensive
Sadie Krause
rebound.
with a huge board, handling the basketball up top. She gets it to Stevens. Stevens to Lily Reed. Mason was on the block and had her defender on her back. I thought it might go into the post there. Instead, it's on the wing to Mason. Mason to Lily. Lily from three-point land. Missed basket, 32 the rebound. That's Kaylee Metcalf. We talked about her earlier, the center for the Sylvan Hills Bears with the rebound.
And she's really their main height. She's taller than everybody on the floor. Oh, great effort by Ainsley. Goes up, makes the layup. Great steal and finish by Ainsley Stevens. Again, active, jumping in that passing lane, getting her fingertip on the ball, and tips it down the court where she can go get it.
Absolutely. Again, there we're going to show the zone look.
3 for J.C. Rainey.
J.C. Rainey with another three-pointer. I'm going to get put in the penalty box if I keep talking about these shooters that miss. All right, Ainsley Stevens top of the key. Yellowjackets with the ball. Sylvan Hills leads 24-23. Lily Reed, shot for shot. Great pass, great assist by Sadie Krause. We swung the ball very well from right to left. Got Lily Reed a great look. Basket made. Big contest this time by Lily Reed. But an offensive rebound by number 5 for the Bears, Skylar Hill.
Another turnover by the Bears.
We're going length of the court. Great dish.
Great dish. Finish. Oh.
And it's going back the other way just as fast, maybe faster. Belle Smith with the foul under the bucket.
And now Bell will have 2. But we're 40 seconds, about 41 seconds till the half. That was a very fast-paced exchange right there. I think Ainsley's pass was maybe just a little behind Mason, kind of got her out of rhythm, but missed the layup, and they come back down and left Bell all alone back on defense, and you kind of saw that one coming, right? She kind of got left out to dry back there.
She got left on an island, committed her second foul. The shooter has missed her first free throw, so it's a better situation. We can't get everybody set on the free throw, so we got the ball back with the official. Should have 1 shot remaining with 40 seconds left in the half. We are up, the Yellowjackets are up 26-24. Offensive board again.
And now another foul.
That's going to be Belle Smith's third based on her putting her hands over her face.
At the line for Sylvan Hills, number 32, Kylie Metcalf.
And yes, that's going to be Belle Smith's third foul. Wilson, who just went to the bench, is going to come on back in. Finish up, give Belle the rest of the half off so she doesn't sneak up and get a fourth.
While we're waiting on this, know that at the half, we've got Sheridan graduate Tyler Cleveland ready to do an interview at halftime of the girls' game. So stick around for that.
Sounds fantastic. Halftime is on the way, 36 seconds. Could be the last possession of the half, depending on what Coach Brakefield asked the girls to do. Looks like he's calling an overload to the left side and sending Lily Reed to the right. Oh, she got held. She got held.
She did.
Only way to stop the backdoor play is the hold, looks like.
And listen, they've got fouls to give, so it's not a bad play for them. It was going to be a bucket.
That's going to put the Yellowjackets on the baseline. We ran a little loop from the block around last time for the opening. Looks like this time we might be trying to get a 3-ball. Kind of feel like, nope, goes to Lily Reed in the post.
She gets fouled.
She's fouled and going to shoot free throws with the clock stopped. 17.5 seconds left in the first half. Tie game. And Lily Reed at the line to shoot 2.
It's really hard to stop Lily. She catches that ball with the paint and gets that shoulder headed that direction. It's really hard to stop her.
As we get ready to go into halftime, I see Sadie Krause out at midcourt. Really good minutes in the second quarter. Several of the Yellow Jackets in foul trouble, and Sadie has played some really good minutes. Got a couple big rebounds, played some good defense. Almost got a charge there to 6 seconds left. We got to get the ball in and get up the court quick. 3, 2. Lily with one hand. It was a good distance and a good height, just a little bit to the right.
So with that three-pointer with a few seconds left, Sylvan Hills goes into the half with a 29-27 lead. I'm going to take a break here and give Tyler Cleveland the headset. Charlie's going to talk about some sponsors real quick, and we'll come back and recap the first half here in just a few minutes.
Absolutely. As Tyler gets ready to get settled in, I'll mention tonight's game's first half sponsored by Cotija, Mexican food there in Sheridan. Also, Allen Gate and Panel in Prattsville. Weight Loss and Wellness Arkansas there on the town square, and Roof Connect. All 4 sponsors here tonight. First half sponsors again: Cotija, Allen Gate and Panel, Weight Loss and Wellness of Arkansas, and Roof Connect. We appreciate their sponsorship to allow us to bring you Yellow Jacket basketball from Sylvan Hills on a Tuesday night here in the non-conference. All right, if we're ready, just now, Tyler Cleveland, Yellow Jacket alum Tyler Cleveland has sat down with us. For you guys that may not know, Tyler Cleveland is a member of the Seattle Mariners organization, drafted out of UCA after his high school career as a Yellow Jacket. And I just got back from Arizona, played in the Arizona Fall League, and we just want to welcome Tyler and let him kind of tell us what's going on in his world and what the next few months look like in his offseason.
Yeah, I appreciate you having me. Yeah, I've just been in Arizona for about 6 weeks now. Finished up in a little fall league, little deal they have out there for after the season. Kind of honor the success you have, or some of the guys who had injuries are out there. So I was out there. It was a good experience to be able to see a bunch of other organizations play out there, play against the top prospects in baseball and the future of baseball. And glad to be home, back in Sheridan, watching. Glad I get to be back to watch my brother play some basketball and see Sheridan. Me and Joe were good buddies, still talk, so good to see all them play.
Well, I know every time that you're in an off-season situation, you've got a break, you're back home, you're in the gym. I know you have a love for basketball, and lots of good memories being a Yellow Jacket. I'm going to ask the most important question. How much golf did you play while you were in Arizona?
I played quite a bit. Starting to get into the age where I'm really getting into it. There was a lot of downtime out there, so I was able to play quite a bit. One of my buddies that's in the Diamondbacks organization that just got traded from the Mariners organization the past year, he got a membership at one of the golf courses out there. Got unlimited guest passes, so we anytime I had an off day, we were out there playing.
All right, man. We all got to watch you play at home last year. Seattle Mariners AA affiliate here in Little Rock. The Arkansas Travelers, you got to come and be an Arkansas Traveler. Tell us a little bit about that, getting to play in front of your family and your friends.
Yeah, it was a surreal moment. I grew up going to the Travelers games, not even thinking I want to do this one day. It's these guys are really good. That's what I always say is these guys are really good. And, just to see how far I've come in my career and just the people who have helped me get there is a surreal moment for everybody to come out and watch me. It was a lot. Been playing professional baseball for 3 years now, and I've kind of been on my own, me and my wife, Colby, doing this journey or whatever. So it was kind of weird every night having tickets and seeing all the people out there, but it was a fun experience. Super grateful, super blessed to be able to play at home and play minor league baseball doing it and doing it in front of the people that have supported me along the way.
All right, man, last one. You got till, I guess, about February. Pitchers and catchers usually report about February.
Yeah.
What's these next couple months look like for you here around town? You doing anything? I know you've done some youth baseball stuff. You can want to pitch that a little bit or anything like that?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for the next 2 weeks is I'm just going to take a break, get away from it. We start in January, this was an 11th month season for me, off on the Mondays, so 6 days a week, so definitely need some time to myself. Get to watch Brady play some basketball games and stuff, my brother, and then going into that Christmas break and stuff, December area, I'll start running up some lessons, reach out to some people, post some stuff on my Facebook, and go from there. Try to help out the community as much as I can.
Well, I don't know if everybody listening knows you. I think most of them probably do, but here's my sales pitch for Tyler Cleveland. He is about Sheridan and about East End where he grew up. He is a Yellow Jacket through and through. If you get a chance to have your kids around Tyler Cleveland, don't miss that opportunity. He is fantastic for our organization as a school and jacket ball. He supports. I'm sure he's going to be around and support Coach Woodall as long as when they start in the spring. And so, true all the way through. Great Yellow Jacket, great UCA Bear, and now we're excited to see where you go in the Mariners organization.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Appreciate you having me.
Absolutely, glad you were here, man.
Yep, thank you.
Yep. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as he's giving the mic back to Mike Nevins, real quick, got to say it again, can't do this without our sponsors. Go eat lunch or dinner at Cotija one night this week. I'll tell you, as the middle school, we just booked our Christmas party for their party room for next month. Don't forget, we're getting into the holiday season where that's going to be something. So go see Cotija there in Sheridan. Allen Gate and Panel, Mike Nevins and his guys there at Allen Gate and Panel. Support Yellow Jacket, everything. You see their logo all over the school district. They do great work. I want to tell them thank you, especially while Mike's not on here. That way he doesn't get embarrassed that I'm saying that he's great, because Allen Gate Panel is great for the Yellow Jackets. Melissa Rowe, Weight Loss and Wellness Arkansas, there on the square. And lastly, Roof Connect. Again, all of our sponsors do great things year-round, and I really want to say thank you for them allowing us to bring broadcasts of these away games, give our fans a chance to see their friends and family, sometimes their students, play sports and be athletes, whether it's basketball, cheer and dance. We just got done with our football season and did those games as well. So again, huge thank you to our sponsors as Mike slides back into his chair to talk to us about stats from the first half.
Yeah, to piggyback on that, those sponsors, we can't do it without them. We really, really appreciate our sponsors. So if you'd like to sponsor and help out with this, get with Coach Treadway or Braden Seitz, and they'll be glad to hook you up. Talk about stats for the first half. Lead scorer for the first half for the Sheridan Yellowjackets, Mason Wilson. She made some plays in the first half that just were hustle plays. She ripped down some rebounds, some good back cuts. So she hits the first half. She had 10 points, 3 rebounds, and a couple of assists. One of the few Yellow Jacket starters that did not have a foul. Lily didn't score in the first quarter. 8 points in the second quarter, so very good quarter by Lily. She found her shot a little bit, had a rebound or two. She picked up two fouls early, but then was able to play clean from there out. Had a couple of assists. Belle Smith with 4 points, hit 2 free throws. She's 2 of 4 from the line. Did pick up her third foul there towards the end of the first half, so she's in not foul trouble starting the second half, but a little bit. Got to be careful there for just a little while. And then Ainsley Stevens, Addie Grimmett, both scored 2 points. Got some rebounds. Sadie Krause, some big rebounds. Kelsey Rose got a rebound or two. So not a bad first half by the Lady Jackets. She is the girls came out and played really hard against a very athletic Sylvan Hills team. We've seen them get up and down the court. I hope you didn't open a can of worms with them starting to hit those outside shots. And we'll see what happens here in the second half. 2 minutes to go in halftime. The Lady Jackets are back out on the court warming up. Sylvan Hills isn't it out yet. I'm sure Coach is still breaking chalkboards in there about that back cut play. So,
no doubt. I think my favorite thing about the first half, besides the fact that we were able to keep everybody with 2 fouls, other than Bell. She got her third there really late in the half. But I think my favorite thing is we kind of got punched in the mouth, and we bounced back very well. I like that the girls didn't, when they gave up, I think 6 or 8 very quickly over on a couple turnovers and a couple just good plays by Sylvan Hills. That would have been a place to kind of tuck your tail and run, and instead we bounced right back and took the lead back. It's kind of been a back and forth game, and we're going to go into the second half down 2 points. 1 minute left here as the girls continue to warm up around the basket on their benches. As we do, we play on the opposite end in the first half, and you play in front of your team and your bench. in the second half. So
I'll tell you what I really enjoyed seeing in the first half was with all the foul trouble, I think you saw Sadie Krause come in and be that senior, come in and play defense, take her strong points, play hard defense, get in front of people. You saw her grab a couple of rebounds, and she was very responsible with the ball. She wasn't a liability with the ball in her hands. She made good, sharp passes, got down in the corner, got the ball back out of the corner. So you want to see that out of your senior. She can give you some valuable minutes in that way, and she did a great job in the first half.
As we come out in the second half, the ball's going to start with the Sylvan Hills Bears.
Sheridan goes back to their original starting five.
Remember that almost all of the girls on the floor have at least 2 fouls. And here we go to start the second half.
We come back out in a man-to-man.
Had a chance there, didn't end up in our hands. That's 2 offensive rebounds to start the second half for the Bears. The shot clock did not reset. We're down to 13. Ball has to hit the rim to get the shot clock to reset, so that air ball did not reset it, and we're down to 7. Shoot. With 3 seconds left on the shot clock, we foul, and we're going to send 23, Sanaya Miller, to the line to shoot 2.
And that's going to be the third foul on Ainsley.
Ainsley Stevens.
And Ainsley had some help there. And I know, as you grow as a basketball player, you got to remember she's just a freshman. As you grow as a basketball player, you'll learn, especially in the shot clock era, to know where the clock is. 3 seconds. You had 3 seconds to go. You got help coming. So let's not bail them out with that foul.
That's a 5-second call. We might have had a timeout beforehand. Coach may have saved that, and he did, yes. Coach Breakbill called a timeout to rescue that 5-second call. I will say this, and some people might disagree. I would rather have a 5-second call than to throw it to them on their end of the floor. So my favorite thing in that situation is a timeout that we called, and we're going to draw up a new press break right now. My second favorite would have been to have the 5-second call. My least favorite is to give the ball under the bucket to the other team.
That's right, trying to force something in just because Lily's a senior. She's played enough basketball. She has that little clock in her head, and you could see she'd rather eat that ball than give it away. The dead ball turnovers we talked about against Russellville. You'd rather see a dead ball turnover than a live ball turnover, especially under our own basket.
Sylvan Hills sets up their post player well behind half court, so we're not going to get an easy breakaway out of this. Off Bell Smith's hands. Shot by Sylvan Hills, ends up in Lily Reed's hands on a rebound. Now we're back to full court pressure, and they've kicked it up just a little bit. Ball goes to Kelsey Rose, top of the key. I would have loved to have seen a backdoor, and there it was. Yep. Missed by Lily Reed. Rebound comes down to number 23. She kicks ahead to number 5.
Another offensive
rebound turns into another bucket for Sylvan Hills.
So if you remember, this is what we saw against Russellville. They applied a little bit of half pressure in the first half. They came out in the second half and really dialed it up, checking our young guards, seeing what they can get. I think they kind of got a feel for it in the first half.
Kelsey Rose with a 3-shot, 3 opportunity, just short. Ball comes down to Sylvan Hills.
So now the question is, who's going to be the Lady Jacket to come in and give that little burst? Who's going to pick it up right here and make a play?
Oh, backside skip pass by Sylvan Hills. 35-27. Sylvan Hills comes out with an 8-point lead. 6 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Ainsley Stevens handles the pressure. Going to find her way to the lane, kick out. And Mason Wilson with the 3 to slow down the Sylvan Hills Bears.
Gets it back to a 5-point game. with this uptick in pressure by Sylvan Hills, it really feels like they've gotten a little more physical too. So you like to see some of that same stuff. There's see a little bit of reaching right there, but
didn't call the foul. It's going to end up being a layup. Oh, really good pass by the point guard, wraparound pass. Ends up in the hands of Kylie Metcalf for the layup. Oh, she saw her, but she didn't react in time. Turnover, Yellow Jackets. In comes Addie Grimmett, 5:09 remaining in the third quarter. Home team leads 37, Yellow Jackets 30.
No, that's a travel. So got a little rush. Like I said, saw the pass, saw the open teammate, didn't pull the trigger, and it results in a travel.
I'm gonna go back to that last three by Mason Wilson. I like that Ainsley got to the lane. Two things happen. The defense collapses when the guard gets to the lane like that. That was great. Also, for some reason, the percentages go way up when you shoot from a pass from the inside rather than the outside. I don't know why. It's just how it works. So, great job by Ainsley to get to the lane to make that possible, and then way to finish by Wilson. Oh, nice
Good
drive,
take by
Lily
Lily.
Reed, left hand in the lane. Great job. Again, when you get to the lane, good things happen.
And like I said, Lily is so strong going to the basket. When she gets going to the basket, she is very, very firm and physical.
Lily did a great job and help there. Need everybody to rotate.
Yep.
Need everybody to rotate to get that backside. Lily did a fantastic job seeing the backside of that lob.
She didn't get her help. She came and helped, and she didn't get her help.
And that's tough. That's the next step, the next level, and we'll get there. That's why you play these early season games.
Good offensive rebound there by Addie Grimmett.
Turnover up top by Belle Smith. She avoids her fourth foul. She avoids foul number 4. Turns into a layup by Sylvan Hills. Sheridan calls a timeout. The lead is now stretched to 9 points for the Sylvan Hills Bears. 41-32 Sylvan Hills. 3:43 left in the third quarter. This is going to be a full timeout.
Right here, Coach Breakville just has to kind of gather the troops, settle them down, try to figure out a way to slow the game down for them. Like I said, Sylvan Hills came out in the second half and decided they were going to dial it up, and I don't know if the girls were ready to see that quite yet. You know, they weren't expecting that. So I think they expected to see that little half pressure again, and Sylvan Hills come out really aggressive and really pushing hard. So 41-32 with 3:43 to go in the third quarter. It will be Sheridan basketball.
Looking at the stadium as it starts to fill in, the arena as it starts to fill in, I think our fans are kind of spread out. We kind of stole some of their seat backs and armrests over on the other side. Adult-wise, we might be winning. They do have a student section that started to creep in here in Sylvan Hills behind the home team basket. Kind of looking for the Blue Crew to make their travels. I know it's a little bit early in the season, but we're kind of ready to celebrate with them a little bit. It's going to be the Yellow Jackets ball on the baseline, 3:43 to play.
The Yellow Jacket cheer squad did make the trip tonight, so they're here. So,
turnover, Yellow Jackets.
just went right through I think Addie was looking up court before she had the ball in her hands. There's a rebound by Kelsey Rose.
Speaking of spirit squads, I know both the dance team and the cheer team were in competition this season, and were competing on set this past Saturday. Our cheerleaders finished first at their competition in Hot Springs, and the dance team had their state competition this weekend, and they were very pleased. They said they beat some competitors that had their number a couple times throughout the year. I think they finished 7 overall in the state tournament. So they wrap up their competitive season, and we're glad to see the Spirit Squads, cheerleaders out here tonight, and I'm sure the dance team will be with us very soon. Missed by Sylvan Hills. Rebound, Kelsey Rose.
While we were away, Addie Grumette picked up her third foul with they called a moving screen. It was kind of iffy. It was really questionable whether that was a moving screen or not. I didn't like the call, but then again, I wear a lot of blue and gold.
Ball's in the hands of Lily Reed. We talked about two hands, playing defense with two hands. Number 5, Skylar Hill, with a foul. Same thing that they were calling early in the game. Two hands on the offensive player turns into a foul. We set up for a baseline inbounds play.
I don't know that girl can stay in front of Lily when Lily's got her hands on the ball.
Ball comes into Grumette. Swing to Bell Smith. Stevens back to Grumette.
It was there.
We missed the back cut down to the block for Bell. Ball ends up in the hands of Ainsley Stevens.
What a strong move.
Great job to the block. Another left-handed layup.
That first step, that was so quick.
Yep. That rip and go to get to the block. Good things happen when you get to the lane. I probably have said that 3 or 4, maybe 5 times already tonight, but it's true. And Yellowjackets continue to get there.
3-point basket, Kamari Turner.
3-point basket by Turner from Sylvan Hills. 44-34, 10-point lead. 1:57 left in the third. Yellowjackets with the ball, handling the pressure. That's Grumette behind the back. Finds Ainsley Stevens on the wing. Kind of in and out. Great rebound and
big
bucket by
offensive
Lily
board by
Reed.
Lily.
That's huge.
Great effort by Lily getting that. Shot come off Ainsley's hand and didn't look terrible. Got a soft bounce off the rim. Lily right there and goes back up strong with it and convert for 2 points.
Thought she might get the foul there too. Ball at the top of the key. Being guarded by Ainsley Stevens now. That is Addie Grumette on the ball. Back up top. Sylvan Hills has slowed down this set. They kind of are out of sorts. Can't get to the rim. Shot clock down to 3. Everybody's starting to yell and whisper. We need to get that rebound.
Oh no.
Oh no.
She stepped out of bounds.
Steps out. All right, when you have that 35-second shot clock, get down that low, you don't want to give up the second chance. Luckily, the ball gets to the corner. Sylvan Hills steps out of bounds, and we're going to have the ball in a really tough spot right in front of their bench. Lily Reed to inbound. And we get a 5-second call, looks like. Didn't get it in. Didn't have that timeout to give that time, so we go ahead and take the turnover. Ball in for Sylvan Hills. Interesting that they moved the placement of where the ball came in at.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
Ball on the left wing to the shooter. 13, she made her last one. This time, no rim, missed layup, and a foul on 32. Kylie Metcalf. Ball's going to be back to the Sheridan Yellowjackets. Say we dodged a bullet there.
Yeah, I don't know that you want 15 shooting those threes if you're the coach from Sylvan Hills. They did get the offensive rebound.
She made the
missed
last
it,
one though.
Missed it, and then she Addie got it. Now look at those hands all over.
Yeah,
slap, 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 slap.
We break the pressure. Lily Reed on the wing in front of our bench. 30 seconds on the game clock, 21 on the shot clock. Back inside. Another offensive board. And the and one chance for Lily Reed.
So what you saw right there, Coach, you had a little bit bigger girl on Lily the last few trips, and she couldn't stay in front of her. So they come back with number 11, a smaller, quicker guard. And what's Lily do? She goes straight down to the block, takes her to the block and posts her up, and goes hard. So good
20 seconds left in the quarter. You got Lily Reed at the line to shoot one. You got Carrie Turner, a junior, in to play the post position on defense. 44-39 remaining. 44-39 is the score. 17 seconds remaining. Looks like Sylvan Hills is going to play for the last shot of the third quarter.
So what you're doing now, Carrie Turner is the tallest girl on the team. So she's the same height as number 32 down there. So we'll see if she can earn her minutes. And
Sylvan Hills kind of rejected that screen. She went left, got a good look from the free throw line, hit back rim, and we're going to start the fourth quarter down 5 points.
So Sylvan Hills has stretched that lead out to about 9 or 10 points at one point. So we stayed there. They could have easily got away with it. Coach Breakfield called the timeout when it got to 9 and reined everybody back in, came back out. It did look like the game slowed down for us a little bit. So we were able to claw back and get half of that lead back.
As you were talking, I'm watching behind the bench. I noticed there's a couple more Yellow Jacket alum that made it tonight. I see Nate Romine.
Noah Romine.
Nate's little brother, Noah Romine, and Nathan Carter. Two guys that graduated last year from the Yellow Jackets. They're sitting right behind the bench tonight, getting ready for the boys' game to start right after the girls' game. So I'm sure they'll be VIP sitting there with the boys' team pretty soon.
And look at that, one of their former teachers down there hounding them. Their former JAG instructor down there just probably bugging them about what they're doing now. And
All right, fourth quarter about to start. Yellow Jackets come out of the huddle. Stay with Carrie Turner on the floor. You've got Ainsley Stevens. You've got Kelsey Rose, Lily Reed, Mason Wilson, and Carrie Turner. Ball is going to be ours, the Yellow Jacket ball to start. Sylvan Hills Bears comes out of their huddle a little bit later. You kind of get that courtesy when you're at home. Sometimes they let you stay in a little bit longer.
that's right.
And so they come out, look like they're going to match up in a man defense.
You know, you can see if Carrie can do what Sadie did in the first half. See if Carrie can give those minutes. Bell's got 3 fouls.
Ball comes in a little bit high, tipped the fingers of Ainsley Stevens, goes out of bounds. Ainsley would probably tell you that she jumped a little bit early. Lily might tell you that she threw it a little bit high. Either way, ball goes over to the Bears here to begin the fourth quarter.
But what I'm saying is you hope maybe Carrie gives you a little bit of that what Sadie gave you in the first half. You know, give you some minutes. Bell's got her 3 fouls. You don't want her to pick up her 4th real quick. Big steal by Lily right there. Great job getting to the passing lane. And Ainsley Stevens brings it up the court. Still a lot of pressure.
Ball's on the wing. We look to Carrie. Couldn't get it into the post, so we're going to keep it up top. Rose from the top, kind of a free throw, 15-footer off the back of the rim. Rebound, Sylvan Hills, and a cheap foul on Turner. Yellow Jacket Carrie Turner gives her a little nudge. She might have tripped over her own shoe at the same time. Either way, referee calls the first foul of the fourth quarter on Yellow Jacket Carrie Turner. All right, Yellow Jackets are going to come out in a man defense. Stevens on the ball at the top of the logo here at half court. Lily Reed did a fantastic job last trip. And then here, another great help, but they're going to call a foul. I think that might be a phantom foul.
What a bad call.
She swung for the ball, but I don't think she got anything. Foul is called. Lily Reed gets her 3rd early here in the fourth quarter. Free throws for number 11 from Sylvan Hills. Her name's J.C. Rainey.
Yeah, Lily kind of acted like she wanted to contest that one, but then didn't really contest it. Kind of come down out of the way. And then I think when the girl hit the ground, she kind of moved into Lily, and they called a foul on her. So.
We got to call something, don't we, guys? Wow, what we got? They called a late lane violation on Sheridan. Looks like to me they both got in there, but they're going to say it was late on both and give her another shot. Not sure.
Lane violation assessed to Sheridan. Brady will have 1 more shot.
Interesting call. 1 more opportunity.
And she capitalizes.
Yep, she makes the bucket. So 46-39, 7 minutes left to play. We set up our little circle a little bit higher this time. Ball comes in to Grimmett. She's able to beat the pressure down the court with her left hand behind her back, and she's ready to go. Ball away. Great job by Ainsley Stevens attacking the rim. Finds a foul, from Sylvan Hills, and she'll go to the line to shoot a couple. Ainsley Stevens at the line to shoot 2.
Sheridan, number 5, Ainsley Stevens.
Gets the great shooter's roll. Helps us get to 40 points. Turn the number to 40. 46-40. Sylvan Hills still leads. In comes Belle Smith. Second free throw is a little bit more pure. It goes down as well. Sylvan Hills leads by 5. 6.5, almost 7 minutes left to play. Sheridan looks to maybe show a little bit of pressure. Ball gets to the lane. Should have been a 3-second call. Big chance for a rebound here by the Yellowjackets, and we're going to call it a jump ball.
Great hustle by Addie Grimmett right there, going against the big girl from Sylvan Hills.
Yep.
Throwing her body in there to
Possession arrow.
all the way to the floor with her.
Possession arrow was Sylvan Hills, so we'll get the next one. It's important late in the game when it's close like this. Also important to know that we have 1 timeout remaining. Big time baseline drive by Miller. 2 points for Sylvan Hills.
That was a really quick first step. I don't think Addie wanted to give up the. That was a little bit of a quick 5-second, wasn't it?
5 seconds on Sheridan again. Ball's going to be baseline Sylvan Hills. 48-41, 6:15 left to play. Set play from the baseline, gets an open 3 for 24. That should be Sheridan's ball. We're going to guess and look at each other and try to decide.
Trying to figure
Still
out.
not sure. No decision has been made. All right, finally we got a yellow ball on the sideline. Ball goes out.
Goodness
It's
gracious.
going to be Sheridan's basketball. Again, we're throwing it in from that tough spot near the corner on the sideline. Don't like this throw in.
Bell's right there, though.
Found Ainsley Stevens back to Lily Reed. Grimmett decides to keep it out. Bell, top of the key to Grimmett. Grimmett with the turnover. Missed layup, but we give 23 another chance. She uses that same baseline move. This time, 24. Mackenzie King from Sylvan Hills with the bucket. Lead stretch to 9 points, 5:35 remaining. Yellowjackets working on getting the ball in bounds. That was way too quick, ladies and gentlemen.
There's no way that was 5 seconds. There's no way that was 5 seconds.
5 seconds has been called. We're going to switch the ball over and give the ball to the Sylvan Hills. Wow, tongue twister. Sylvan Hills Bears on the baseline. Ball comes in. Number 23, air ball.
She was out of bounds.
And she's out of bounds. So the ball's going to come back to the Yellowjackets. Another baseline opportunity. Lily Reed's going to be throwing the ball in for the Yellowjackets. And we're going to call our final timeout to talk about how to get this ball in with 5:27 remaining to play.
Timeout.
Sylvan Hills 50, Yellowjackets 41.
We've got, 4 or 5 second calls on inbounds plays here in the second half. You really hate to see those. The last 2 were very quick. I think he's counting 5 seconds from the time he hits the ball.
Gotcha. A lot of the officials do hand the ball off and count 1 immediately, and sometimes that's just what you got to be ready for. We've had some girls who are cutting and getting open, but they've got to show and flash hands and get big so that Lily sees them for sure. And then Lily's got to trust that with her skills she can get it to them.
That's right, and she's got to trust that they're going to catch it, that they're going to be ready to catch it. You hesitate for just a second, and we know this. You got to hit them when they pop open, not once they're open. And because if you wait till you see them open, a lot of times the defense makes it up and gets back at you.
While we're in this break, we'll mention a couple of our sponsors again. Always want to thank these guys. Tonight we're going to talk about Roof Connect and Weight Loss and Wellness of Arkansas. Referees talking to Mason maybe about that timing. also might be reminding her that she's got to stay still. She's got to hold her spot.
And that's a very smart play by Coach Brakefield. Get Lily in there, get that big body. She's got that small girl on her, so you can at least almost post up on that out of bounds play, right?
Exactly what I was going to call that. That was a baseline post up to make sure that that we got the ball in. Ball bounces on the baseline. Luckily, it was because 23 tapped it from Sylvan Hills. Sheridan's going to keep the ball on the baseline. Wow. Looked like the last touch was Mason Wilson, but we're going to keep the ball here again.
No, Mason told him it wasn't her.
Okay. So we're on the sideline. Ball's in to Ainsley Stevens. Finds Bell on the wing. Back up top. Wilson back iron, misses. 32.
And Lily just picked up her fourth.
32, Kaylee Metcalf with another rebound. Foul called. That's Lily Reed on the foul. Fourth foul with 4:58 remaining to play. So now Brakebill is going to have a decision to make. Does he play Lily with 4? Or does he give her a break?
And you just saw what happened right there. They went straight to Lily's girl because they knew Lily couldn't take a chance and body her up.
Took the ball right at Lily. Layup for Sylvan Hills. 9-point lead for the Bears. 52-41. 4:35 remains in the game. Bell to Stevens. Stevens at the top of the key. Stevens to Reed. Reed to Grummet on the left wing. Back up top to Bell at the top.
15 on the shot clock.
Stevens looks for a way. 23 with her quick hands. Take another steal. That's Sanaya Miller from Sylvan Hills. Missed and rebound Mason Wilson. Another tip ball by Sylvan Hills. Ball's going to come back to the Yellowjackets. Rose for Grummet. We're going to stay with Lily Reed.
And you're just trusting your senior to make the right decisions. You got to have her at the court at this point. You got to have the points that she can provide. The threat, she's such a threat that they have to stay with her and give her so much attention.
Just her overall leadership, no doubt.
Yep.
Swing to Bell. Bell finds Rose at the block. Speaking of blocks, 24 for Sylvan Hills.
Great hustle by Ainsley.
She gets the block and starts the break. Ball ends up with the Yellowjackets under the bucket. Back to Lily Reed, bringing it back Sheridan's way. Lead is stretched to 11. 52-41 Sylvan Hills. Finds Lily on the back door. Great help again by the Sylvan Hills Bears. They turn it over. In transition, ball back to the Yellowjackets. Nobody hurt.
So what have we seen in the last 2.5 minutes? Just turn it both ways. Just turnover after turnover.
And that could be a little bit of fatigue.
Right.
Early in the season. Kelsey Rose with the turnover at half court. Ball back to the Yellowjackets.
I think
Mason Wilson gets her fourth.
Kelsey was a little indecisive where to go. And just kind of dribbling in front of herself and got it tipped away, and then frustration foul, I think, is what that looked like.
With 3:14 left to play, the Sylvan Hills Bears call a timeout. More than anything, probably just to regroup and regather. They're going to have one timeout remaining with the last 3:14. The Yellowjackets are out of timeouts. While we're here in this break, let's talk about Cotia and Allen Gate panel. Again, I told you that Sheridan Middle School scheduled their holiday party today with Cotia. Give Raul a call and schedule yours as well. Also want to talk about Allen Gate panel that's there in Prattsville. I can't even tell you all the things that they do. I bet you that Mike can, but I know it's everything you need for building the barricade around your land. They do all kinds of stuff for our school district fencing, and I can't even tell you. Like I said, tons and tons of stuff. I will tell you that in New Orleans a couple years, I saw a customer wearing an Allen Gate panel hat on Bourbon Street.
Yeah, you'll see some of that stuff around. One of my favorite things to do when we're on vacation is tell the girls, be driving down the road and see some panels set up on the side of the road and say, well, you can thank that man right there while we're getting to take a vacation, right?
Back in action, 3 minutes and 10 seconds left to play. Sylvan Hills with the ball. Great entry pass from the Bears. Kylie Metcalf. 2-point basket, stretches the lead, 54-41. Yellowjackets are going to have to do some quick scoring here. Going to have to look for a bucket. Going to need several quick buckets and several stops to get back in this one with 2:42 left to play. Belle Smith on the left wing. She finds Grimmett at the top of the key. Floater from the free throw line. Love the second effort by Grimmett. Mason Wilson secures the ball, but her foot is on the baseline, and it's going to go back to Sylvan.
No, it's ours. It's ours. They said that the Sylvan Hills girl tried to grab it. When she grabbed the ball, her foot was on the line. So.
All right. Ball baseline to the Yellowjackets. Get it into Lily Reed on the sideline. New shot clock after the floater by Grimmett. Grimmett up top. Back to Mason Wilson on the wing. Find Lily Reed in the post. Over her right shoulder bucket. Just another part of her game that she continues to work on. We've seen the outside game, but she plays that kind of like a 4 spot really well. Back to the basket. Can go over her left shoulder or her right shoulder. Can't get her 5th foul, so she can test with 2 hands up. Here we go, transition. Lily Reed bringing the ball up for the Yellowjackets. Down 11 with under 2 minutes.
It's almost like number 32 didn't know what to do when she turned around and nobody was pounding on her.
Yeah, with 4 fouls, you got to take it easy.
Yep.
Good cut by Bell. Probably the safe bet to not throw that one, but she might have been able to get that one and get a bucket with her left hand. On the wing to Belle Smith. Great entry pass again. Post play by Lily Reed. That one falls off the left side. Rebound Sylvan Hills.
So I wonder, with the matchups that they've put out there, I would think that Bell could take that girl to the basket. If we give Bell the ball on the wing and clear out, you would think Bell could get around her. So
Sylvan Hills is kind of taking the air out of the ball a little bit here. Shot clock down to 14, game clock down to 107. Still an 11-point lead for the Bears. Out of bounds. Ball is going to stay, looks like, with the Bears. In comes Sadie Krause.
And I was saying that to say that it just didn't look like Bell was even looking at the basket. You know, she was kind of catching it and just kind of looking to pass it. And I kind of like to see Bell be I know she can handle the ball some. I know she's quicker than she looks, and when she's got that big on her, I'd like to see her kind of make that little bit of a move, right?
Oh! That was probably the dagger 3 by the Sylvan Hills Bears. 57-43, under a minute to go. Lily Reed handles it up top. Finds Grimmett on the left wing. Back to Lily Reed from distance.
Deep.
Front of the rim. Rebound goes Bears. 30 seconds remains. Shot clock is off.
Yeah, 25 seconds to go. I think Sylvan Hills is going to be happy just passing it around to call it a game. So a 2-point game at the half. Finishes, it's going to be a 14-point Sylvan Hills win. They dialed that pressure up in the second half, man, and it really affected us.
Defensive pressure, and then the offense in transition and in the post by Kylie Metcalf, the post player, kind of was the difference tonight. Several turnovers in the second half by both teams, really. Theirs turned into some transition baskets. As Mike's totaling up the stats, as the girls head to the locker room and the guys get ready to come out, we'll take some time real quick to kind of talk about stats, let Mike tell you how everything looks, and then we'll go from there.
So game high score, Lily Reed, 17. Mason Wilson with 13. Bell and Ainsley both had 4. Addie had 2 points. You know, the story of the game, kind of like Russellville, the offensive rebounds for Sylvan Hills, giving up the offensive rebounds, giving up those second chance points. Battled through in the first half, struggled with it a little bit more in the second half, along with that pressure. I mean, that pressure was just relentless in the second half, right? So
Several on-ball turnovers around midcourt, steals of they had their hands in there and were trying to get that steal, got their hands on it, and then also you can't forget the 4 or 5 5-second calls, inbound 5-second calls that were 5-second calls that kind of changed the momentum of the game.
that's right, and because when that happens, man, just like we talk about playing hard defense, and then you give up an offensive rebound, and they get a second chance a bucket. The 5-second call does the exact same thing for your defense. Gives you that energy. Gives you the energy of, man, we just locked them down. So it's kind of like a 10-second call in the backcourt. You know, when you can get that call, any defensive call like that, man, just gives you that blast of energy. So we'll build off of that game right there. You hope with every one of these games, like we talked about, we know that's a tough non-conference schedule. You hope that all these teams are coming through and giving us a little bit more experience with every game.
And that's what you got to take away from tonight. Playing a really good opponent in their place early in the season. There'll be some film study, some things that they'll work on in practice, and they'll come out better for it. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. And I think we've done a really good job scheduling a non-conference preseason to get us ready for where we're headed.
That's right. So, right now, we'll take a few minutes, take a little break, and then we'll come back here in about 3 or 4 minutes, and we'll talk about the boys. All right, welcome back to Sylvan Hills Arena in Sherwood, Arkansas. As we get ready, we're watching the Sylvan Hills Bears and the Sheridan Yellowjackets warm up right now. Charlie, I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that the Sylvan Hills boys team is gonna be very athletic. They've got a recent history of being extremely good, having big recruits, Division I basketball players on the court for them. So, you know, what do you see and what do you know about Sylvan Hills?
Well, I remember Nick Smith Jr. in junior high. I remember back even before that, I remember Archie Goodwin, who's got a couple banners here in the arena. There has been a long list. I'll give you one more that nobody knows from Sheridan, but a guy named Jeremy Brown that was before Archie Goodwin. That played professional sports as well. So you've got NBA talent that has played here in these hallways. There is a tradition. The young man that is the coach was Malik Monk's coach at EPC when Malik Monk was at East Poinsett back in the day. So he knows how to coach high-level talent. And I'll tell you, the one advantage we might have tonight is they've got about a half a dozen guys that will be big-time minutes for them that are still playing football.
Yeah, so Sylvan Hills is still, I don't know who they play Friday night, but they were the 1 seed, and so they were, they're expecting to go a little further than normal. Of course, they were winless last year, so a big turnaround for them. But so that usually means a lot. We've seen it in the past where schools that go deep in the playoffs, the first time around when you play them, they may not be super good. I go back to several years ago, maybe Coach Scott's first year as the head boys coach at Sheridan. Sheridan goes over to Whitehall before football's done and runs Whitehall out of their gym. Get the football boys back, come back, and that Whitehall team was strong and tough. And when they came back, when they came to Sheridan, I think we lost by about 15 points. So it was a huge turnaround. So the toughness that those football boys can bring to your team, Sheridan got some of their football players back. So we'll see if we can have some of that. I don't know that you see very many football players for Sheridan give a bunch of minutes in this first game, having just got back in the gym, but you never know.
For this evening's varsity basketball contest, featuring
all right,
the
Sheridan's sporting their new black jerseys again tonight. I couldn't stop talking about those last week in Russellville. Sylvan Hills will be in white tonight. They're home whites. As we line up, we got the Spirit squads out with the tunnels.
Before we begin to announce the starters, the first announcement is if you are a student not accompanied by your parent or guardian, you are required to sit in the student section. The second announcement is that during the home team starters, we will black out the arena. So please make sure you have a hand on your child. Ladies and gentlemen, the starting lineup for the Sheridan Yellowjackets.
So starting lineup for the Yellowjackets.
With assistant coach Matt Williamson and an overall record of 1-2. Starting at guard, 6-foot sophomore, number 5, Jace Gatlin.
So sophomore Jace Gatlin.
Starting at forward, a 6'3 junior, number 4, DJ Trotter.
DJ will get the start again.
Starting at guard, a 6-foot sophomore, number 3, Beckett Scott.
Beckett Scott will get the start, so 2 sophomores.
A 6'8 junior, number 13, Dawson Griffin.
Dawson Griffin.
And starting at center, a 6'6 senior, number 50, Lane Bickford.
And then big number 50, Lane Bickford.
All right, so they're telling us the lights are going to go out. Coach Josh Hill, Sylvan Hills coach. I mentioned that his football guys are still playing. I saw him at the Sheridan Sylvan Hills game a couple weeks ago, and he told me that he does have several guys that will take big minutes when they get here, but that they are excited about this challenge tonight, playing our Yellowjackets. And here they go again. The Bulls theme music, even got the moving light up here at the top.
Guard of 5'10 senior, number 23, Jalen Briscoe.
Jalen Briscoe, as senior, is going to be the first guy that they call out. Jalen Briscoe.
6'3 senior, number 50,
Jones comes out in a big white headband.
6'3" senior number 10, Keenan Morris.
Keenan Morris, another senior.
Starting at guard, a 6'3" junior number 5, J.J. Wise.
J.J. Wise, a junior.
And starting at guard, a 6-foot senior number 4, Darius Folks.
Darius Folks is the 5th and final starter for the Sylvan Hills Bears.
Assistant coaches Ben Obert,
Just ran into Lawrence McDowell. Lawrence and Isaiah are Sylvan Hills folks. If anybody's listening, Isaiah's on the JV team this year, and he just came by and said hello. Here we go. Sylvan Hills Arena. Yellow Jacket basketball on a Tuesday night.
So something we haven't seen in a long time under Coach Scott, we're going to see it again tonight, is I think we're actually going to try to get a tip. In the past, Coach Scott would maybe put like a Noah Romine guard up there, and after the tip, he'd let him try to chase it down and tip it away.
And they kind of did the same thing. They let us get the tip, and then they came out with a little pressure. Ball in Beckett Scott's hands to start the game.
Looks like Sylvan Hills will come out a little man-to-man.
Yep.
Nice move by Dawson.
Dawson starts at the elbow, takes 2 dribbles to get to the block, comes back over his left shoulder with his right hand, bucket. 2-0 Sheridan. Quick skip pass and a shot by Sylvan Hills. Ball comes down to Jace Gatlin. Little slice action for the 3-point bucket. Does not go in. Offensive board goes to Dawson Griffin. He wanted the foul. I think could have been that they could have called one on him as well. Trotter does a great job staying in front of his man. Another look at a 3-point basket by Sylvan Hills. And whistle blows.
Number 5, J.J. Wise. His first personal foul. First team.
It's going to be on number 5, Jace Gatlin.
Okay, I was confused. I think the announcer must have called it on them, but the referee called it on us. Okay. Ball finds the lane, finds its way out. Another 3-shot up, no good. Trotter on the chase, takes it all the way. Takes the body hit, and they do call the foul. Big hustle by Trotter, by DJ Trotter to get to the rim. Takes the body, and is going to shoot 2 free throws for taking the foul.
For those that don't know, DJ Trotter can absolutely fly. So I kind of got a little excited there for a second when I saw him tip that away and start running out. I thought maybe he was going to be by himself and we were going to get to see a show. But
I agree. The boys were out of town this past weekend. They went up to Northwest Arkansas, had 2 tough opponents, came back with 2 tough losses. I don't know if DJ got his first dunk while they were in Northwest or not, but we're waiting. We know it's going to happen soon. Dawson snuck in early, so that's going to erase that free throw, and we're going to fall back into a half-court defensive set. Matched up playing man defense. Sylvan Hills brings the ball up the right side. Quickly finds number 5. Seems to be a point of emphasis this year. I've seen this in several games. We slap the backboard on a missed layup. They get the 2-point count on the goaltend, and we move back the other direction. Seen that in multiple games in multiple arenas with different referees. Must be a point of emphasis this year.
you know, they called it about 15 or 20 years ago, then they quit calling it, and now it looks like they're back to calling it. So
Ball in Beckett Scott's hands at the top. Finds a wet spot on the floor. Ball back down the floor to our opponents, Sylvan Hills. Moving the ball around the perimeter, find the lane, find the rim. Rebound, Lane Bickford. Ball finds Jace Gatlin's hands off the fingertips of Lane up top. Beckett asks for a screen. Oh my goodness.
What a great pass by
What
Beckett.
a great hammer pass.
no way. He was leaning. He was already leaning.
Great pass by Beckett Scott. Stays in the air, finds DJ Trotter. DJ on the drive, gets called for the charge. And we're going to wipe up a couple spots.
You can see it from here that he was set up. He was there, but he was falling back before DJ ever got to him. I guess I'm going to say that I don't care for it when refs really fall in love with the call. Now, when we get one here in a minute, we'll love it, but referees do tend to, just like he got quick with his 5-second call earlier, I think he fell in love with it. Same thing happening with the charge calls. Both defenses seem to be really aggressive and really on fire early in the game.
Yeah, the ball's not really falling yet for either team. I think a lot of that has to do with that we are playing heavy defense. That's number 5 for Sylvan Hills from the free throw line. That's J.J. Wise, a 6'3" junior, very active. Even during the lineup calls, he came sprinting down the tunnel. That's kind of his thing. Looks like wants to play fast. Makes the jumper from the free throw line, and Sylvan Hills leads 4-2. Beckett Scott handles the ball, finds Jace Gatlin on the little floater. Sylvan Hills with the rebound. Three-point basket for number 4, foul from the Bears.
And that was deep.
7-2 lead now for Sylvan Hills. Moving the ball around the perimeter. We swing it from left to right. Dawson Griffin with a long 3. Off back iron, rebound, Sylvan Hills. Kick ball on the transition. Here comes Wilson Reed into the game. As I peek and look over the bench, see another Sheridan alumni, Justin Cruz, sitting behind the bench tonight. He's got a couple guys with him. Can't tell from here who they are. Sylvan Hills at the top of the key. Moving the ball around from the elbow, and now they're on the left wing. Baseline. Got a hit on Trotter. That's going to be Trotter's second foul.
No, I think they gave it to Wilson.
Oh, they gave it to Wilson. Okay, they gave it to Wilson Reed, number 11 for the Yellowjackets, just came into the game. Hit on Wilson Reed.
So our really young team just got younger with Wilson, the freshman, coming in the game.
9-2 lead for the Bears. Ball in the hands of Wilson Reed on the right wing. Beckett asks for a screen on the left side. Finds his way to the lane. Foul.
They're going to say it's an act of shooting, so Beckett will go to the line to shoot 2.
Foul on J.J. Wise, number 5 for Sylvan Hills. Their first foul. Sorry, their second team foul.
Second team foul. At the line.
So as we expected, Sylvan Hills trying to run a transition. Heavy half-court pressure man defense. Beckett Scott at the free throw line makes his first free throw, 9-3, Sylvan Hills.
DJ's going to get a break. Big Lane Bickford back in the game.
Looks like we're going to start out in a press defense, back to man after this made free throw.
Did you just do that?
I got to stop. All right, so fall back into man defense. Sylvan Hills. Jed Peters, a 10th grader for Sylvan Hills, just checks into the game. They find him immediately. He makes his first three-point bucket. Bears lead 12-3.
Boy, that ball just kind of flew up, just kind of floated off his hand, didn't it?
Yeah, I think he's done that before. Chase Gatlin, top of the key. Sylvan Hills is playing a switch on the screens. They go post to post, and Jed Peters, 6'3" Jed Peters is no match for 6'8" Dawson Griffin down low. Peters shoves him with 2 hands, and we're going to take the ball out on the baseline.
That's a tough matchup for him, and Coach Scott recognized it right away and was calling for it and wanted, knew that he couldn't guard Dawson down there.
Oh, big to big, love it. Big to big pass. Griffin with the assist. Bickford with the bucket. 12-5 Sylvan Hills, 3 minutes left to go in the first quarter.
Well, it's kind of a 3-2.
Oh my, again, y'all. Off the back iron, we gotta have a push and we're gonna go the other way. Foul on Sylvan Hills on the attempted rebound.
I think it's on number 30.
Foul assessed to number 30, Jed Peters.
So is that two quick ones on him?
That should be his second foul.
Fourth team foul.
All right, Sheridan's going to be in the bonus for the rest of the quarter. Any fouls on Sylvan Hills, we'll shoot free throws. 2:44 remaining. Let's drive to the rim and see if we get another whistle. Dawson Griffin working his man back, finds his way in the lane, over his left shoulder. Big time post move. Way to handle the ball, Dawson Griffin. 2 points, cutting the lead to 5. 12-7 Sylvan Hills.
He just got the little baby hook when he spins, doesn't he?
Jace has almost had his hand on the last two passes. He'll get one in just a second. Ahead to Jace. Jace quickly fires a three. Nothing but the net. What a transition bucket.
The long assist by Beckett.
Yeah, long assist. Big pass by Beckett Scott ahead to Jace Gatlin. No fear. Quickly the shot goes up. Now we're back in Sylvan Hills offense. Again, they find number 30 in the corner. This time it's long. Off Beckett Scott's hands and out of bounds. Going to be the Bears ball on the far sideline, about free throw line high.
You really don't expect that shot to come that far off the backside like that. Beckett kind of got drawn in a little bit. I thought he was in pretty good position, and then that ball took a really weird bounce off the backside of the rim. So DJ checks in for Dawson. Dawson gets a well-deserved break. He's been working hard. I don't imagine he'll be on the bench very long, maybe the rest of the quarter.
Wilson Reed on the ball playing defense. Now it's Beckett Scott on the right wing guarding the Bears. One dribble pull up. Out of bounds, gonna stay with the Bears. I guess it's off Jace Gatlin. So JJ Wise from Sylvan Hills, that's another 15-footer. That one does not fall. And now it'll be Sylvan Hills coming in from the baseline.
And so it lasted about 15 seconds, and now Dawson's back in. Lane takes a seat.
J.J. Wise.
Inbounds play designed for 5, the shooter J.J. Wise. I think we've seen that one before. Beckett Scott ahead to Jace Gatlin. We're bucket for bucket.
I'm gonna say Jason's feeling a spot.
Yeah, that right wing
likes that
has been
spot.
his now twice in a row in transition. I think we got a timeout called, looks like, by Sylvan Hills. Coach Hill is asking his guys, can we guard that? Because obviously he's shown now a couple times that that's a shot he can make.
And the guys are probably saying, well, Coach, we can guard that, or we can drop down on the 6'8" dude.
Good problem to have. And it's
Right.
been a while. We talked about it the other night. It's been a while since size has been with us like this. Size and skill and talent. And not only one this year, but senior Dawson Griffin and senior Lane Bickford and junior Dawson Griffin. It's kind of fun to have that size and get to play a little bit of traditional 4 and 5 post-player basketball. 17-13, 118 remains in the first quarter. Sylvan Hills.
J.J. Wise.
J.J. Wise with a quick trigger from the left elbow three-point line. He makes another one.
His last two have been from at least college range.
Big hustle, ends up out of bounds off of Sylvan Hills. Gonna stay with Sheridan. In comes EA, Ethan Anderton, for his first action of the night with 57 seconds left in the first quarter. He gives Wilson Reed a break.
And you'll see a little uptick in the defensive side when EA comes in, defensive specialist. He'll be expected to keep one of those dudes from shooting.
All right. Try to backdoor play. They read it well. Jace on the spin move. Comes off to number 10, Keenan Morris from Sylvan Hills. J.J. Wise has made the last 6 points. And this time we're going to have a hands foul on EA near the baseline. Sylvan Hills back on the baseline to throw the ball in.
Ethan Anderton. His first personal foul. Fourth team foul for Sheridan.
Both teams will play the last 35 seconds in the bonus. set play. This time Wise does not make the three, but there is an offensive rebound. Shot clock's off, last 30 seconds of the first quarter. It looks like they're going to go for the last shot. Wise over to Fouts. At least 3 of the guys out here would call themselves shooters.
And that's one of them.
3-point basket. J.J. Wise.
J.J. Wise with his third 3 of the first quarter. We end the first quarter down 10. Sylvan Hills 23. Sheridan Yellowjackets 13.
Sylvan Hills has done it in several different ways. They started out really pressuring early. They dropped that pressure off. Now they're getting ball movement, hitting those. They've hit 3 or 4 3-point shots here in the first quarter. Was it J.J. Wise? He's got a really nice stroke. We're going to find him on defense and not let him get those shots. Now, that being said, he's shooting from that gray tee out there. He's shooting from deep. And sometimes it's hard to defend that out there that far, right?
Jace Gatlin with 6 points in the first quarter. Made those 2 threes in transition.
Dawson had 4 points.
Dawson had 2 great post moves, kind of. And it's funny that the 6 points, 2 buckets for Jace. They were the same bucket twice. And then Dawson's back down from the elbow over his left shoulder post move twice.
That's right.
We know what to do. We know how to do it. We're repeating some good stuff. Come out in the second quarter, get a couple steals, dig right back into this right here. Got to limit those offensive rebounds. They did have a couple of those. Coming out to start the second quarter, as Coach Scott and the Yellowjackets break the huddle, Jace, Beckett, Trotter, Bickford, and Griffin.
Go back to the original starting 5. It looks like
got some changes for the Bears. We're going to see number 2, looks like Chance Smith. Number 13, Aiden Burrell. Haven't seen those guys yet. 23, Jalen Bisco, the starter's back out there. J.J. Wise, the shooter, number 5's back out there. And they've got number 10, Keenan Morris, kind of running the baseline right now, playing the dunker spot. All right. Bucket Chance Smith, he makes a 3.
another deep 3.
Briefly talked to Coach Scott. He said that they were going to play a little bit of zone tonight and hope that the Bears couldn't shoot them out of it. They definitely have some shooters. There's no question about that.
They are shooting it. And they're not even afraid to shoot it. Nice.
Very nice move by Trotter there. DJ takes it from the elbow, 1 dribble pull up from about 18 feet. 26-15 Sylvan Hills. Bears move the ball around the perimeter. Good touch there by Lane Bickford to make it where that dunker spot, that guy on the baseline does not get an easy possession on the block down low. And in comes Odom. Odom comes in for Jace. We're talking about who tipped the ball real quick.
We're discussing it, yeah.
Would love for all the referees to get together and make this decision together, I hope.
Yeah, there we go.
And the referees make the right call. Yellow jacket ball. So we'll take that anytime we can get it.
Yeah, the ref up here saw the tip, so Lane let it go, and the Sylvan Hills kid tipped it out, so.
Don't want to miss it while we were in that transition. We've got
Landon Odom.
Landon Odom joins the game. Great baseline drive with a pass to Bickford. Goes left hand, bounces on the rim multiple times, but falls off. Rebound, Sylvan Hills. Need this one, guys. Good deal.
Good rebound by
J.J.
Lane.
Wise from our logo. Rebound, offensive rebound, ends up in the hands of Sylvan Hills.
Push.
Wow. Technical foul called on Beckett Scott. He thought he got pushed, so he flipped the ball back to the baseline, and they're going to call a tech on Beckett Scott. Going to let him shoot some free throws.
Technical foul assessed.
I think Coach Scott's going to ask the referee to come over, ask what he said because
He didn't say anything. It
wasn't
was
a
not
whole lot there.
He didn't say it, but Beckett threw the ball against the wall, threw it into the cheerleaders over there, and just kind of slung it, you know.
I think he rolled it back there, Mike. I think it was more of a soft roll. It was a behind the back pass that didn't reach its target. We'll say that.
See, the ball don't lie, right?
Number 5, J.J. Wise at the free throw line. 1 out of 2. Ball's going to be back in the hands of Sylvan Hills after the technical foul.
Checking in for Sheridan, number 8.
So, if I'm looking correctly, we had a couple of elections in town tonight. The city of Sheridan did their bond issue to extend their bond, and it passed. And the Sheridan School District was doing their millage extension, and it looks as though it passed.
All right. That's going to be great stuff for our community out at the rec center. It's also going to be great both in the East End community and in the Sheridan community as well. Lots of good things coming this way. I'll say thank you to the voters for supporting mainly our kids and the things that our students and athletes and band and ROTC are going to be doing over the next couple of years. So this is if I'm correct, this is also to get that extra $11 million
From the state.
From the state.
That's right.
That's going to help build the East End Elementary School.
That's right.
Fantastic.
So good news for the district. While we were talking about that, Lane Bickford with a huge rebound, goes back up, gets the and one. So the conventional, the old-fashioned three-point play for Lane Bickford. Such a great, good, strong move by Lane right there.
Moving the ball around the perimeter. They find JJ in the corner.
I
Great
think he
closeout
traveled
by
a little
Griffin.
bit.
Come on. Got to close out on those shooters. Dawson did a great job getting there to run him off the line. But on the drive, we got a foul and free throws for J.J. Wise from Sylvan Hills. Scores 27-18, 5:52 left to go in the first half. I guess the free throw, that 15-footer, is a little too close for his range. He's 1 for 3 from the free throw line.
It's about 15 foot closer than he's been shooting it. So Sylvan Hills is backed out of their pressure, leading by 10 in the second quarter with about 5:45 to go. They're still playing man-to-man, up in your face in the half court, but they've backed off the full court pressure.
Turnover. Great defense, great post defense by Sylvan Hills. They get a touch and get it going back the other way. Transition shot does not fall, and we're going to call a foul on Wise. Rebound there by DJ Trotter, and push foul on the Bears. Second foul of the quarter.
So number 5.
Checking in for Sheridan, number 3, Beckett Scott.
As you often do after a technical foul, you let that guy take a little break and a breather. Also kind of let the referee see that you're on their team. But Beckett's back in the game after his ticky-tack technical. And we're going to go on here. Beckett now has the ball on the right wing. Out to Dawson Griffin at the top. Wilson Reed handles the ball on the left wing. Big to big. That's
Oh, yeah.
big to big. That's the Cabot big to big. And again, foul on the baseline. Only way you're going to stop that if you're standing behind those guys is to grab them and hold them.
To number 13, Aiden Burrell, his first personal foul, third team foul.
Ball comes in.
Good hustle by
And
Jace.
Keeps it from being a turnover. Going to shoot that 3 ball. Wow.
3-point Beckett.
Jace Gatlin with the recovery and then dribbles right into a 3.
And gets another hand on a tip. Tip by Wilson.
Good
Good
tips,
hustle.
good tips, good action
Good hustle.
there. Ball finds number 2 on the right wing. Great tip.
Right tip and rebound.
Great tip by Lane Bickford. Rebound, Yellowjackets. Wilson Reed handles the ball on the left side.
Great hands by Wilson right there.
Don't always have to catch it. Just tip it to somebody on your team. Bickford with three. Bickford for three. 30-second timeout called by Coach Scott. We've brought the deficit back to 4. 4-point lead for Sylvan Hills, 4:22 remaining to play till half, 28-24. And we've done this with 2 big threes back-to-back, great rebounding and active hands on defense.
So do you think the Sylvan Hills kid is saying, hey, Coach, sorry about that. I just knew he was going to shoot that three, and I just didn't get out there?
I think they were all waiting for him to throw it back inside.
I do too.
And,
I do too.
Lane pulls up. I think on the last catch he kind of looked at it, but that time the trail defender got kind of hung up in the jet wash, in the wash, and there was a three.
Yeah, and so like I said, back-to-back threes for the Yellowjackets. Took that 10-point deficit down to 4. I'll be interested to see on the next defensive possession if Sylvan Hills maybe starts to look to get back into that pressure, turn the volume up a little bit, and try to slow us down a little more. But
speaking of pressure, Yellowjackets going to show a 1-2-2 zone press. Wilson Reed on the front. They find the middle. That's where. Ball finds the middle of the court. Kick back out to J.J. Wise, the guy that has shown himself as the shooter. 3-point basket's good, 31-24. Flex cut by Wilson Reed. Kind of found himself more open than I think he was shocked at how open he was. He shuffled his feet, travel, ball back to Sylvan Hill.
You're right. It looked kind of like he was just very surprised and drug that back foot a little bit, right?
In and out. Big rebound by Dawson Griffin. Yellowjackets coming back in transition. Beckett Scott holds the ball at the logo. Calling the set.
Sylvan Hill staying in the man.
Trying to isolate on that side, looking for the slip screen. Beckett finds the rim. Ooh, in and out on the layup.
Good move by Beckett. Just didn't drop. Sylvan Hills trying to slap the rebound. Kind of missed the ball with his hand and slaps it out of bounds.
Yeah, one-handed rebounds don't usually work. You need to use both. He tried to be cute. Ball comes back to the Yellowjackets. Gonna roll this one up. See
Look how fast his 5 count is.
I didn't see it.
Oh.
Beckett Scott from the corner. Jace, the guard, with a big offensive board. Can't make this one. He earned that extra shot, though, kind of a heat check. Number 4 from Sylvan Hills in transition. Beckett Scott kind of set up for the charge. Number 4, body control, gets around, gets
hit
the
that
layup.
Euro and kind of got around him. Yeah, Beckett was looking to try to draw that charge. And I think number 4 had that one scouted a little bit.
Lead stretched back out to 9 for the Bears. Going to call a foul. Number 5, that's J.J. Wise. We sent his name a bunch. I think that's his 3rd foul of the first half. 2:46 left to play. And quickly, the Sylvan Hills coach gets somebody up to go and rescue him. He's out with the 3 fouls. 2:46 left in the first half. Announcers talking. Ball comes in pretty quick to DJ Trotter. Back to Beckett Scott. Fresh
What a lob.
shot clock.
Good move by Lane, up and under.
Really patient. Didn't rush anything. Kind of let everything just happen. And there it was. Up and under layup to protect. And Lane with the layup. Yeah, that's Chance Smith from Sylvan Hills with a blow-by layup on the baseline for the Bears. Ball's back in the hands of Beckett Scott at the top of the key, near the logo. He attacks, gets all the way to the rim. Very physical. Rebound. Great tip by Beckett. Rebound comes out to Jace. Bickford with another 3-point basket. And he's got something to say to the defender. He has a boom or a something like that as he went back down the floor. A little bit of celebration.
That wasn't to the defender because that would be a technical. That was towards our bench. He's celebrating with our team. That's got to be a backcourt.
Backcourt violation on the Bears. It's going to be the Yellowjackets ball right in front of the Sylvan Hills bench. 6-point lead for the Bears, 1:37 left to go.
Checking in for Sheridan, number 13, Dawson Griffin.
Man, I'm surprised to see Coach take a shooter out of the game right now.
Beckett Scott's going to take a seat. Back comes Odom. Landon Odom back in the game for the second time today. Ball's coming in from the sideline. Wilson Reed looking to bring the ball in to DJ Trotter. Back to Reed. Off the front of the rim, Odom.
Oh, I saw DJ get up. Good
DJ
rebound.
with a great rebound.
Great
Good
job.
hands to Jace. Jace with a huge skip pass. Looks like it's going to stay again, so this will be our third look on this trip. This is the offensive rebounding that you want to see from your team. Quickly, Beckett Scott back off the bench, back in the game for Wilson Reed.
And those are 2 looks you want to get for Landon Odom.
Yes,
I mean,
absolutely.
He's going to start knocking those down, and when he does, it's going to be lethal.
Oh.
He traveled.
Yeah, fake handoff to Beckett Scott and then didn't get the ball on the floor before his feet started moving. Referee standing right there out of bounds, calls the travel ball back to Sylvan Hills. We're playing a little zone here. Odom has the tough job of keeping the ball out of the middle right now. They've been pretty much every time they're coming through number 15 there at the free throw line as their guy to build the offense.
And he looks like a linebacker in there. He's so thick.
Oh, good find. Probably a 3-second call.
He walked.
Probably a 3-second call for sure. Neither one called. He takes advantage. 37-29, Sylvan Hills. Setting up the backdoor play. Let's see if we can get it one time. Yep.
Say that was a foul.
Offensive rebound, Dawson Griffin on the backside. Goes back up. Shot clock is off. 30 seconds left in the first half. 37-31. Sylvan Hills leads by 6 and has the ball. A little bit of soft pressure here by Jay Scatlin on the ball. He's been known to knock one of those out every once in a while. Down to 13 seconds. From the top.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Three-pointer missed. Put back missed. Put back missed foul. So now with 3 seconds left, number 10, Keenan Morris for the Bears is going to have 2 free throws. And Dawson Griffin's going to have his first foul with 3.3 seconds left in the first half.
I'm not going to say it.
Yeah, come on. Not sure what just happened there.
What'd he do? What'd he do?
Okay.
So a little bit of turnabout's fair play. He missed his free throw, and when I say he missed it, he missed everything but the backboard. It was not. He was upset for a reason, and he slammed the ball down, and they gave him a tee. So
they're trying to figure out how this is going to work as far as
he'll still get his free throw.
He'll shoot his second. After he shoots his second, looks like Beckett Scott's going to go down and shoot 2 for the Yellowjackets.
Two in an inbound play.
And then we should get a baseline inbounds play as well. Second free throw for number 10, Morris. This time he makes the shot. Not sure why that wasn't a lane violation. Now it looks like Beckett Scott's going to come and shoot 2 for the Yellowjackets.
Yeah.
This is going to be to make for the technical foul that was just called on Sylvan Hills.
I did. I thought that was a lane foul. He let it go and just started walking towards the rim.
Number 3, Beckett Scott.
Beckett Scott should get 2 free throws to make for the technical foul. Makes the first one. Rattles home. Ready for shot number 2. And now we should get the ball on the sideline, I guess. I said baseline a moment ago, but it should be a sideline inbounds play with 3.3 seconds left. Looks like we're going to flash our post player up, see if we can get the ball back in the hands of Beckett Scott. Oh, Blocking foul on number 15.
Should be 2 shots. Should be 2 shots.
Ethan Jones is called for a blocking foul as Beckett Scott comes in bounds. That's going to be a foul for the bonus. Beckett should shoot 2 more with only 1.1 second left. Referee says he slid over in front of Beckett. Beckett runs right into him. Foul called, blocking foul.
Shooting for Sheridan, number 3.
Knocks down the first one.
38-34. Big comeback. We need to make sure we get a stop here with the end of the quarter. And we're going to make halftime with the Sylvan Hills Bears leading 38-34, wrapping up the first half. As Mike tallies up some stats for the first half, I'm going to once again tell these folks thank you. Melissa Rowe at Weight Loss and Wellness Arkansas, there on our town square in Sheridan. Allen Gate and Panel in Prattsville, Cotija, and Roof Connect, both there on the south end of town. I want to tell all of them thank you for helping us broadcast Sheridan Yellowjacket and Sheridan Lady Yellowjacket basketball tonight here from Sylvan Hills Arena.
So, in the first half, again, like I said, battled back, 4 points. So, leading scorer in the first half of the Yellowjackets, Layton Bickford with 13. Hit those 2 big threes. Had some real strong putbacks early in the game. So he also had 3 rebounds. Dawson Griffin with 6 points. He had 3 rebounds in the first half, 2 of them offensive for putbacks. Jace Gatlin hit those 3 threes. 2 from the right wing, 1 from the left wing. Had 3 rebounds as well with 2 offensive. DJ Trotter with 2 points and 3 rebounds, and Beckett Scott with 3 points, 3 assists. So a kind of nothing real exciting in the first half, other than unless you want to count Lane. Those 2 threes by Lane were big. 2 trips in a row, and then a 3rd trip for Jace Gatlin hitting threes. So we saw some good things. Started to see some energy on the defensive boards in the second quarter there. Springing off our feet, getting some tips, trying to get some of these, keep Sylvan Hills from getting these offensive rebounds and taking half points, and that's going to be part of the reason why we were able to claw back into the game. So good first half. I do expect to see that pressure from Sylvan Hills again in the second half, maybe early, try to bust out a big lead, and I think Coach will be ready for it. We'll see what happens when they come out in the second half.
I really I think we played 8 players in the first half. There was really never a letdown as we rotated guard for guard, or went kind of small a couple times and let Lane and Dawson get their rest and their breathers. Never really had a letdown. Handled Sylvan Hills pressure very well. Didn't get down when they made a 3-point basket. We came right back and got ours right back. It seemed like it was kind of almost like a boxing match, Rocky versus Apollo, and throwing those punches. So
this is going to be a season for the Yellowjackets where you pretty much know what you're going to get out of that starting 5. You're going to rely on them heavily, but then you're going to have, just like in the first half of the girls' game, Sadie Krause came in and gave some really good minutes. In this one here in the first half, Wilson Reed comes in and plays some really tough defense, takes care of the basketball, does his job as a freshman. Landon Odom comes in. Like I said, he missed the 2 shots that he took, but those are going to fall for him, and those are what you want to see Landon take. You see EA come in and give a little bit of help. So this season is going to hinge on what does the bench come in and give. Because yes, we've got the 2 bigs, but bigs, you wonder about their stamina. Can they go a full game? Coach is going to go 4 guards at least sometimes. He's going to go with the 2 bigs as much as he can, but they've got to get their breaks too. And so the bench was pretty pivotal, I think, in getting this game back to 4 points, giving them those breaks when needed. So right now we got 7 minutes to go in halftime. We'll take a break and come back with the second half of the game from Sylvan Hills Arena. All right, welcome back to Sylvan Hills Arena. We got 2 minutes left in halftime before the third quarter starts. Take a few minutes here and we'll talk about what's upcoming. Go ahead, Charlie.
Yeah, so home basketball on Thursday night. JV boys, varsity girls, varsity boys are going to be in the arena. Games will start at 5 o'clock. I feel like that the boys are going to play Catholic first, and then the girls are going to finish the night with Jacksonville. Also in the downstairs gym on Thursday night, junior high girls will be at home versus the Sylvan Hills Bears. And then the boys will be on the road Thursday night here at Sylvan Hills. Back to girls junior high basketball. Got to mention a couple big-time performances these last couple weeks as we've gotten started with junior high basketball. Giselle Wackerly, a ninth grader on the girls freshman team, had 31 points one night last week. Just took over. And then also Ryan Bourne finished with 19 points and 11 boards, again for the ninth grade team. So those may have been in two separate games, but it's been kind of the talk of the building. And I wanted to mention those two young ladies who have gotten off to a hot start with the ninth grade girls team. They'll be playing downstairs on Thursday night.
And I'd like to give a little shout out to the seventh grade girls who I coached last year in Jacket Ball. They got their first win this year on the road, I believe, at Mount St. Mary's. So congratulations to them. They battled last year, and we battled and saw progress all year and almost pulled out a couple victories last year. And so they get their first victory this year. So I'm proud of them for that. We're actually going to celebrate with a pizza party Thursday at Bazzio's after their game Thursday night. So, and then the next time we will be broadcasting will be December 9th from Hot Springs, I think that's right, Hot Springs. On December 9th, so it'll be our first conference game, I believe. So here we go. We're starting. They're going to want to wait just a minute. Okay, now they got it.
The clock just started. There we go. We're back to 8 minutes to start the third quarter.
Sylvan
Remember,
Hills
we're down
with the ball.
4. Sylvan Hills gets the ball to start the second half. Starters back on the floor. Remember, number 5, JJ, has 3 fouls to start the third quarter. Love to find him a fourth one real quick. Next week, during the holiday week, Monday and Tuesday, basketball in Sheridan Yellowjacket Arena. We'll look and tell you specifically, I think it's noon games on Monday and 4 o'clock games on Tuesday. I'm not sure exactly. It's a mixture of high school and junior high, boys and girls, but games on Monday and Tuesday next week in the arena. If you're on the break and need something to do. While we were talking about next week, Dawson Griffin on the inbounds play, shuffles his feet, turns the ball over, and back to the Bears.
Yeah, so we start out with a turnover by the Bears that Beckett Scott came up with, and then we go down and do the same thing, and now Sylvan Hills gets an and one over Lane. Of course, the offensive rebound again gets us. Kind of caught Lane out of position, and Keenan Morris went back up with a shot, got fouled. So looking for the three-point play.
Early in the season, I feel like the and one is more prominent this season than it's been in the last couple years. I know used to be the teaching was if you're going to foul, they don't get the ball to the rim. I know that's kind of a tough, aggressive sounding way to teach this, but this year it seems like multiple times a game it's and one over and over again. Theme of the night seems to be big shooting threes, Dawson Griffin off the side. We didn't talk a whole lot about DJ Trotter at halftime. I loved his energy in the first half.
I agree.
Another big rebound here.
That's his fourth rebound.
That ends up being a foul on Sylvan Hills. And not only is it a foul, but it's the fourth foul.
Oh, wow.
JJ Wise, his fourth personal foul, first team foul.
That's a big foul.
We just talked about it on a trip before. I noticed that he came in. But with 7 minutes left in the third quarter, the guy that kind of led and fired their offense in the first half has his fourth foul on a halfway offensive rebound try. Again, DJ Trotter and his energy helped cause that foul, and that's kind of been what DJ's been for us all night long. I think he's got one basket, but he's been so involved in all the little pieces, kind of the lineman, if you will, of the Yellowjackets tonight doing the dirty work.
Yeah, that's his fourth rebound. offensive rebound there. So he's giving it, like you said, giving great energy. We saw at Russellville, he was trying to find his way a little bit. Again, I don't know what he did up in Northwest Arkansas this past weekend, but really good energy tonight, working hard.
Ball comes into DJ. He runs through an elevator screen on the left side, has to pop out. Jace Gatlin on the right wing, up top to Lane Bickford, back to Trotter. 12 stays in front of him, causes the turnover, ball back to Sylvan Hills. And Sylvan Hills moves the ball around the top there at the left wing. Man defense, Jace Gatlin. Oh, defense has been called to change. Now we're in a little bit of a 3-2 zone look. Again, everything kind of feeds through the free throw line for Sylvan Hills when we're in zone. We're going to stop play with 9 seconds left on the shot clock. We're going to
gather a shoe up.
Yeah, we're going to let Ethan Jones put his shoe back on.
That should be like when the helmet comes off. He should have to come out for a play, right?
I like it. Wilson Reed in for DJ Trotter. 9 seconds left on the shot clock. 6:22 left in the third quarter. We're going to tie another shoe. I feel like we should have done this during halftime. 41-34, Sylvan Hills Bears take the lead. I just noticed that he's wearing, I guess, either two different shoes or a pack that he's got a pink shoe and a blue shoe.
If you look over on the bench at J.J. Wise, he's got the two opposite shoes.
Okay. Shot clock violation, we'll call that shoegate, and we will take over possession after the turnover on the shot clock violation by the Bears. Ball back to the Yellowjackets. A little bit of pressure, so here come the Yellowjackets to get the ball in play. Beckett Scott says, let's clear. Soft pressure by number 4, Fowkes on Beckett Scott. Beckett Scott finds Dawson Griffin. Would have loved to have found him a little bit closer to the block.
Man, he got hammered.
Wow. Physical play underneath. Foul's going to be called on Lane Bickford.
That'll be his third.
That was kind of the opposite. We went big to big, but we went low to high that time.
Right.
Bickford, again, very patient, got to the rim. Felt like there might have been a foul there.
Look at and all I can think of is Lane hit the 2 threes in the first half. Now he gets the ball at the elbow at the free throw line, and he wants to drive like a guard. He's just a little guy trapped in a big man's body.
Ball comes back in with Sylvan. Sylvan Hills has the ball on the right wing. Again, we show the zone look, so they're going to look to get to the free throw line. Cheap foul. Not even sure that pass was actually for Fowkes. I think he kind of popped in front of number 15, Ethan Jones. Caught the ball at the elbow, and on a fall-away jump shot, foul's called on Dawson Griffin. It's the third foul of the third quarter for the Yellowjackets. Coach Scott is campaigning for the same kind of call on our end next time as he visits with the official who just called that foul at the scorer's table. 5:38 to play in the third quarter, 41-34. The Bears lead. First free throw's a miss. Second free throw coming up now. That one is nothing but net. Beckett Scott will start the offense for the Yellowjackets. Quick hands by number 4, Fowkes. Knocks the ball out of bounds. In comes number 30, Jed Peters. This is the guy that immediately when he came into the game in the first half, fired up 2 3-pointers. He was 1 for 2. Really soft shot. Ball comes into Beckett Scott. He drives. Found. Again, physical under the rim. Foul on number 11. Wilson Reed's second foul. Biggest thing there is they're going to be in the bonus for the remainder of the third quarter, these last 5:22. Any fouls by the Yellowjackets, they're going to shoot free throws. Staying in the zone look.
extending that zone out just a little bit. You have to because in the first half they took some long threes.
Briscoe for 2.
Briscoe in the dunker spot, running the baseline. They find a soft spot. He gets the layup. Beckett Scott using a screen. He misses. Big fast transition here by the Bears. First shot's no good, but the offensive rebound putback stretches the lead to 12 points, 46-34. Beckett Scott heads to the bench, and we call a timeout. Yellow Jacket call a timeout. 46-34, 4:32 remaining. Coach Scott, Coach Williamson are going to meet for a second, try to figure out what their message is going to be in this timeout for the Yellow Jackets. As the starters have a seat, full timeout. Take this time very quickly again. We want to always make sure we're thanking our sponsors. It doesn't happen without them. So tonight, we're going to mention again Cotiha, Allen Gate and Panel, Weight Loss and Wellness Arkansas, and Roof Connect. Those sponsors are with us tonight, and we want to tell them thank you as our Spirit Squad cheerleaders are showing some of their stunt skills that they used to win the competition this past Saturday.
With Cotillas being one of our sponsors this year, I'm going to have to do a way better job of eating on the way to the game because now I'm hungry, and you keep bringing that up, and all I can think about is that salsa and putting my salt in my salsa and putting a chip in it, and then dipping it in my guacamole, and now I'm hungry. Now I'm really hungry.
I love going to Cotillas. I love Cotillas. Not just the food though. Raul, who is one of our old students and a Yellow Jacket alumni,
graduated with Sierra.
He's kind of running the show now, and he's good to us. I mean, he takes good care of anybody that comes in, but he loves Sheridan athletes. He loves Sheridan students and teachers. Remember on social media there was a discount even for all Sheridan.
Right.
Yep. So just want to say thank you and make sure we're getting there to have a lunch very, very soon.
Hey, they've been really, really good to the community the entire time they've been in Sheridan. You know, so they've been great to the community and to the school district. I remember when they were kids, Raul's dad would bring chips. Sierra would always say, Raul's dad brought chips and dip to class today.
Love it. All right, while we're talking about dinner, foul on Sylvan Hills. Beckett Scott brings it to the rim. Jed Peters is disappointed that he got that foul for Sylvan Hills, but Beckett Scott's going to go to the line and shoot 2 free throws. Beckett, with his left hand, got in the lane, got to the rim. Foul on the contest. 2 free throws here for the Yellow Jackets.
And here it comes. It's a 12-point game in the third quarter, but it's never too early to try to get those points on the board with the clock not running to make up that deficit. Missed by Beckett Scott there. He'll be upset with himself, but he'll look past that. He'll make the second one. But you got to put these points on the board.
All right. Clock's running. 4:09 left in the third quarter. Ball handler, Fowkes, point guard Fowkes with the ball, swings it. Top of the key, Bears with the ball. Remember that any foul on the Yellow Jackets is going to be bonus for the rest of the quarter.
Now, I want you to pay attention to this lineup on the court for us. No bigs. DJ Trotter is our big in this lineup.
4 out, 1 in. Great contest. Bucket falls, 48-35, 13-point deficit, 3.5 minutes left. We've been here before. Climbed out of a deficit similar a couple times. Great job by Jace getting to the rim. Ball falls off the front. Battle ends up with a ball in the hands of the Bears. Got lucky there on the first foul. They are going to call the second one on Anderton, and free throws coming.
That's Ethan's second. And right away, look what's coming back in. The big Timber coming back in the game.
Shooting for Sylvan Hills, number 4, Darius Foltz.
First free throw is short, falls off the front.
Checking in for Sheridan, number 13, Dawson Griffin. And number
So
15,
EA and Wilson will come out of the game, and Dawson and Lane will check back in, bring that size back in.
Looks like they're kind of setting up a press. They've got their post player back at the top of the key on the far end. Looks like they're going to put a little more pressure show, but really they just kind of fall back out of it and start their man defense at half court.
So 49-35 with just about 3 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Back to the original starting lineup for the game. Lob play option here. Didn't find it the first time. Did find it on the second look. DJ very, again, patient underneath. Shot fake, and a pivot. Gets fouled. Stops the clock, as you talked about a minute ago. We're going to shoot free throws and have a chance to put points on the board with the clock not moving. Down 14. This is an important set of free throws.
4, team foul.
DJ buries the first one.
Sheridan, number 4, DJ Trotter.
Second free throw coming. 2:56 left in the third. The lead is 13 for the Bears. Make it 12.
Good job by DJ making both free throws.
Sheridan falls back again into their man defense. Found the shooter in the corner. Can't let him get that open a look. That's Jed Peters. He's 2 for 3 from 3 tonight. Stretches that lead, 52-37. Beckett Scott handles the ball on the left side. Out to Trotter. Trotter finds his way to the...
My goodness, they're just
Lots of physical.
destroying him.
Off the back of the rim. Rebound, Sylvan Hills. Transition. Yellowjackets are going to have to get back. And we did. We're ready to... Dawson looked like he might have been playing zone. Everybody else was playing man. That or he was in the help spot. Offensive rebound, Bears. And another bucket by the guard starter folks. Senior guard folks from Sylvan Hills. Beckett Scott takes it all the way. Up and under bucket.
Pretty up and under by Beckett.
And Joe Scott calls a timeout. Trying to get some defensive life back in his guys.
54-39 with 1:47 to go in the third quarter. Timeout Sheridan. Like I said, Coach Scott trying to break it up a little bit. This is traditionally a spot where he'll call a timeout like that after a made basket. Try to figure something out defensively. We've had a couple of possessions here. The last two possessions come down, and Jed Peters hits the three in the corner right after we got 2 free throws. Come back down, they move the ball around, a little bit of a scrum here and there, and then they hit that little fall-away jumper. So trying to figure out the right combination and see where we can go and start chipping away at this lead and get back in it and try to finish this game strong. Maybe pull out another close victory like at Russellville the other night.
Yeah, 15 with 1:47 left in the third. Remember their big-time scorer from the first half, J.J. Wise, is still on the bench with 4 fouls. Jed Peters, kind of like the younger version a little bit. Not quite as much energy. He's 2 for 3 from 3 tonight. Ball comes in, again, ball handling. Fowkes has been the ball handler all night long. Found his 15-foot elbow jumper. Decides to pass it out of bounds, and the turnover is going to give the Yellowjackets the ball with 1:38 left in the third.
I don't think Peters realized he's supposed to just stand in the corner. He started to cut away, and
shoot.
Right.
Maybe he was crashing for the rebound.
I don't know what he was doing, but and one.
Wondering where the whistle was going to be. Found it on the referee over by the bench. Jace Gatlin with a great dish, big assist by the big Lane Bickford to Jace Gatlin. Gatlin gets to the rim, makes the layup, and is going to shoot 1 free throw. Quickly gets the shot up, does not go in. Again, ball finds number 4, Fowkes from Sylvan Hills. He pushes the ball.
Walk. And he was being really hounded by EA, and now we're face guarding him. Going to try not to let him get the ball back.
All right, they are going to go ahead and take the air out of the ball. 18 seconds on the shot clock, 1 minute left on the game clock. They're going to go for, I guess what this is going to be is run down the clock, kind of like you would do to just try to delay the game and hold the possession as long as you can. Ball comes out, rebound to Lane Bickford, big rebound. That would have been a big deal for him not to get the defensive board. Catch that one, pull it down. Got to get back quick, What a pass. And one, but they didn't call it. We quickly get the ball back down. Great pass by Beckett Scott. Beckett Scott ahead to Dawson Griffin. Dawson Griffin with the layup. They yank it out of the net, and we go again. It's a horse race. This time it is a foul on Jace Gatlin. His second, team's at least 5th. They're in the bonus. We're going to shoot free throws.
The foul assessed to number 5, Jace Gatlin.
I think that's the quickest exchange we've had.
His second personal foul.
In the 2 games we've done, that was back and forth. Full speed, full go.
And that ball movement by Sylvan Hills on that last possession to get that 3 was quick.
Yeah, point guard Fowkes did a really good job, kind of put a spin on the ball that he threw to the rim. Unselfishly, he knew he was going to be contested, so he kicks that hammer throw out to Peters in the corner. And that's all she wrote.
And this time, Peters stood still in the corner, didn't try to cut.
Yep.
So
Sylvan makes both their free throws. They're up 59-43, 15 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. Beckett Scott with the ball at the logo, half court. Looking for one last big bucket.
Oh, no.
Turnover by... Turnover at the top of the key. Turns into a one-hand dunk for Fowkes on the other end. 61-43 to close out the 3rd quarter.
Well, so starting here in the 4th quarter, you want to just see some effort come back out. You want to see some defensive effort. We got to figure something out defensively. Try to get the energy back. Looks like DJ Trotter's going to check back into the game. Got to find something to try to take the wind out of Sylvan Hills sails. They just had a couple of pretty good sequences there where they gained a lot of momentum. So you got to come out and try to shut that down a little bit. And see if now you got 8 minutes to chip away at a 19-point lead.
A little bit of a gut check here. Anytime that the home team right in front of their home bench gets to hammer one down like that, then the music comes on, and it's an environment right now. We're going to have to come out. It's going to be our ball. Need to run a really clean set, get a really good look. Hopefully put the ball in the bucket here to start the 4th quarter and kind of slow down this momentum.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, in front of their bench, in front of their student section. So this gym is really excited right now. So we'll see how the young kids from Sheridan respond. A good coaching moment, a good teaching moment, and a little chance to grow right here, right?
Absolutely. Coming in to start the 4th quarter, Jace Gatlin, Beckett Scott, Dawson Griffin, Landon Odom, and DJ Trotter. Odom handles the ball on the right side. Beckett Scott at the top. Beckett's looking for his entry pass to the big. Dawson Griffin does exactly what he's supposed to do. Off that assist, Dawson Griffin with the layup bucket. 61-45.
You notice J.J. Wise is back in the game, and he kind of got down there on the block, and there's nothing he could really do.
Beckett Scott gets tripped up. So Jace Gatlin handles the ball, dribbles right into a 3 on the left wing, and makes that shot. 61-48, quick 5-point run for the Yellowjackets to start the fourth quarter. Off the front of the rim, but the offensive rebound hurts. Got to put him on your back. Somebody's got to put him on his back. Make sure that he doesn't get that free run to the rim for the little tip. 63-48, Sylvan Hills. Chase is looking to dribble into another one possibly. Number 10, Keenan Morris, kind of baited us into that. Quick tip. Looking for his chance to get one of those transition buckets.
And that's what Sylvan Hills is doing right now. They're taking a little bit of chances when you're up 15 points. You can take those chances and try to just threw the ball away.
Didn't put enough air into that one.
Over the top. Yep.
Didn't put enough air into that one. Their timing wasn't great. Ball flies out of bounds, so Sylvan Hills will take it on that spot on the sideline. 6:51 left to play. Got off to a great start to start the fourth quarter. We kind of talked about that in the break. First 5 points of the fourth go to the Yellow Jackets. Since then, we've given up a putback layup, so we're winning the quarter. Chase Gallen, heavy defense. As the Bears go across the lane, looks like a hands foul on Dawson Griffin.
That's his third. I don't think it was a bad foul. It was about to turn into a layup.
Missed by Watts. Another offensive rebound. And a dish and a bucket by the Bears. 65-48, 6:20 to play. DJ Trotter up top, handles the basketball, looking for Dawson Griffin down low. Finds him a little bit deeper than he probably wanted to be. Floater game by Chase Gatlin is too high. I like number 4's point guard. 2 good dishes on this trip. Found 2 of his bigs, looking for ways to get his guys buckets. Lots of physical there. Beckett Scott's pushing, looking for a way to get to the rim. Finds the right side and one.
2 points. Beckett Scott. Checking in for Sheridan.
Into the game, Lane Bickford and Ethan Anderton. Getting a rest, Dawson Griffin and DJ Trotter. They did not call that an and one. They called it a goaltend and gave us the bucket.
Oh. Well, either way, it's 2 points.
Ball back in the hands of Sylvan Hills. They're going to run their offense probably a little bit longer now, starting to look for better shots.
Chew up some of that shot clock.
Start working on the game clock with 5:10 left to play. 15 across the lane with his left hand, shoots it with his right. Beckett Scott on the run. Again in transition, all the way to the glass. Followed by Lane Bickford. Great job running the floor by Bickford late in the game. Beckett left that one on the front of the rim for him, and Lane finishes it off. 65-52. 13 points. Odom with pressure. Now Anderton with pressure. Again, they're going to pull the ball out. Going to pass up good shots to get great shots. Shot clock under 10. Ball comes out. Offensive board. And a second chance. 3-point basket.
Time out. Sylvan Hills.
68-52. 4:21 left to play. Full timeout called. Everybody's going to sit, talk about what's next. This will be a chance to come up with a game plan for these last few minutes. Maybe not to win the game, but just to show a couple of different looks and show some spirit as you finish out the game. Full energy, great defensive trips.
See who's going to stay engaged. See who's going to give you that effort. Build a little bit of confidence here at the end of the game. Come back a little bit. Now you're trying to build to take some momentum to Catholic on Thursday night, and again against Little Rock Catholic.
I think in that huddle, I would have challenged that they do not get another offensive rebound.
That's right.
That's been a Achilles heel throughout the evening, and needs to be a focus. Got to box out the guards, make sure that the little guys aren't getting the rebound. Dawson Griffin catches the ball out near the three-point line in front of our bench, works his way all the way down into the lane.
What a great move! What a great strong move!
And he's going to get the harm, the foul, so he's going to shoot an and one free throw.
When you saw that, you saw the little fist pump by Coach Scott, the bench. His benches are always so fun to watch because they stay engaged with their teammates. And so when that happened, the bench got up. They were all excited. Now they're doing their little free throw ritual with the cross legs. Good rebound by Lane.
EA with the save. Jace from three. Left it a little bit short. Rebound comes off to Sylvan, and again, they are on the run. On the run. Chance for an alley-oop. Great contest by the Yellowjackets. Nothing dirty. Just went up and tried to block the ball. Great job getting back.
Be his fourth.
We're gonna shoot free throws, but you never want to give that up. So what a great job! Again, nothing dirty there. Just going after the ball. Shooter finds his way to the ground, but we helped him up, and he's gonna shoot 2 free throws.
It was a great contest. I mean, it was great hustle by Dawson to get back. He wasn't going to become a poster, right? He was going to go up and not let him have that dunk, and that's what you want to see. That's the fight we're talking about that you want to see out of your kids.
Checking in for Sheridan, number 12, Landon Odom. Checking in for Sylvan Hills, number 13,
On the floor now, 3:49 left to play. We have Landon Odom, Beckett Scott, Jace Gatlin, and the two bigs, Dawson Griffin and Lane Bickford. Both free throws go down, 70-54. Sylvan Hills leads at their place. 3.5 or so minutes left to play in the game. Beckett Scott handles the ball, comes across half court, finds Jace Gatlin. Jace to Lane. Layup by Briscoe from Sylvan Hills, 72-54. Jace Gatlin handling the ball top of the key. Little pressure, gets all the way to the free throw line, shoots a floater, and we're going to figure out referee points in the Sylvan Hills direction.
Checking in for Sylvan Hills, number 2, Chance Smith.
Now we'll see the freshman Wilson Reed check back in for Lane Bickford. Lane will get a little breather, maybe for the night.
3 minutes left to play. Sylvan Hills still has their starters, or mainly starters on the floor. Getting close to time to let that bench clear and get some important minutes here in the early season. See who else is going to be able to give you some quality minutes in the varsity level game. Wilson Reed's on the ball, heavy pressure. Off to the wing. Only 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Shot goes up. Dawson Griffin going to get an extra rebound. Here comes Beckett Scott in transition. Kind of finds the next gear. Left the ball. Stolen by the Bears. Bears have the ball with 2.5 minutes left to play.
The Warriors fold for 2.
Bucket by Folks. 74-54. This one's gotten away. Jace Gatlin's going to get him a bucket.
Jace Gatlin for 3.
That transition three has been a shot tonight that he has not flinched and is, I think, 3 for 3 on that shot on that side of the floor going both directions.
That's right. That's his 5th 3 of the night.
Looks like a full timeout. Sylvan Hills is going to have 2 timeouts remaining. Sheridan's going to have 1. 2:15 left to play. 17-point lead for Sylvan Hills, the home team. 74-57.
Yeah, 2:15 to go. You're still just looking, just fight, guys. Just fight to the end. Don't give up anything, and you're seeing it. They're battling down here for rebounds still. Dawson and Jason Beckett, they're still fighting. Transition three by Jace. So the effort is still there, and that's what you love to see. Maybe what you want to see here, I'd like to see maybe Wilson to get a bucket. Maybe see Landon Odom get him his first, get him a three to fall, and that maybe leads to other things in the near future. Start those guys start finding their way.
As we walked out of the huddle, Coach Scott was a little bit disappointed that we weren't paying attention. He quickly turned around. He's going to grab Anderton. Anderton about to come in the game. Same shot with a dribble this time. Goes down again. Is that 6 on the night now?
That's 6 threes on the night for Jace.
6 threes on the night. 5 of them in that transition look on that right elbow kind of free throw line, extended three-pointers. Defense now by Wilson Reed. Beckett Scott covering the ball. Ball finds the left wing for the Bears, finds the left corner for the Bears. Gatlin with the steal, pushes through, and is fouled. Let's talk about not showing any quit. Jace Gatlin continues to battle. In comes Anderton. He's going to check in for Odom. 16 points, a minute 28. Ball with Beckett Scott. Beckett to Jace as he looks, trying to find somebody on the wing. He finds Wilson Reed.
Oh,
looks for Jace Gatlin.
No way.
That one was a little bit of a heat check. Does not go in. Great pass by Wilson Reed. Bucket by Dawson Griffin. Great pass, getting the assist. Beckett Scott with the steal. Ends up with ball in Anderton's hands. Jace from the top. Should stay with us. Great job. Beckett Scott gets a touch. Ethan Anderton with the steal. Finds Jace Gatlin at the top of the key. And here comes another inbounds look for the Yellowjackets. Didn't get the easy screen look at the rim, so we're going to move the ball around. Gatlin's going to find a rim. Great contest by number 5, J.J. Wise. Stays straight up.
With those 4 fouls.
Didn't get a really clean box out there. Offensive rebound again and again. Finally going to be controlled by Beckett Scott. He kicks ahead to Anderton to the rim. Anderton's going to shoot free throws. They call a blocking foul on number 15, Ethan Jones, with 23 seconds. Didn't hit him square, and Anderton's going to go to the free throw line. I don't know if anybody else thought about this, but Anderton's coming back from a shoulder injury, kind of holding his wrist right there.
Right.
I held my breath as he kind of got a tumble there.
Yeah.
Oftentimes, as it is when you take a charge, the guy who's giving the contact takes the harder fall than the guy who's receiving it, and it kind of looked like the case there.
Yeah, you're generally the guy in the air, and you got to kind of control yourself coming down, and you're trying to avoid bodies. And
first free throw is a little bit deep, bounces off the back rim. Anderton will have one more. 23 seconds remaining, 76-62.
You can tell that wrist is bothering him a little bit. That didn't look like a natural shot.
No, you're right. That one finds its way down. Going to be another point for the Yellowjackets. Shot clock's off. This is going to probably be the last possession of the game. Yellowjackets are still digging.
Giving it to him.
Kick ahead to number 12, DJ Pickens, and he gets a bucket late. Miss. Off the back of the rim as the buzzer sounds and the game will end. That's going to wrap up tonight's contest with the Sylvan Hills Bears as we get into the handshake lines. 78 Sylvan Hills, 63 for your Sheridan Yellowjackets. Tough night tonight. Definitely going to learn from tonight's losses. great competition, going to make us better in the long run. As Mike continues to wrap up his stat calculations, I want to once again thank our sponsors for being with us tonight. Cotilla Mexican restaurant there in town, Allen Gate and Panel,
So
Roof Connect, and of course, Weight Loss and Wellness at Arkansas there on the town square. Here's Mike with the numbers for tonight's game.
So our leading scorer tonight, Jason Gatlin, he had the 6 threes, 11 points in the second half. So good shooting night for Jace. I promised you he would trade all that for a win. Lane Bickford, kind of a quiet second half, but ended up with 15 points and 6 rebounds. Dawson Griffin had 14 points and 4 rebounds. Beckett Scott had 8 points. Beckett did a lot of stuff tonight. Handled a lot of pressure, expended a lot of energy trying to get the ball up the court, and he finished with 8 points and 2 rebounds. DJ had 4 points. Ethan Andrew had a point. So, a pretty rounded effort by the Yellowjackets. It's going to be kind of like it was last week at this time. Those second chance points, when you play hard defense and force a miss, really, really catch up to you. So, again, we'll be with you back on the broadcast December 9th against Hot Springs. And then don't forget, we got a bunch of home games coming Thursday night. I think the boys will be on the road at Jacksonville. Junior high boys will be on the road at Jacksonville, correct?
Actually, junior high, we play Sylvan Hills on Thursday.
Okay, Sylvan Hills.
The girls will be in the downstairs gym. Junior high 7, 8, 9 girls will be in the downstairs gym. And the 7, 8, 9 boys are going to travel back to Sylvan Hills on Thursday. Remember, in the arena on Thursday evening, you've got JV boys, varsity boys against Catholic. And then the nightcap on Thursday night is going to be the Sheridan Lady Jackets are going to be playing Jacksonville in the arena. So you get a kind of a flip-flop night, boys first, girls second.
And what I was getting to, I think everybody plays Thursday night.
Correct. Yes. So be a good night to be a Yellow Jacket fan. And I don't know that you said this out loud. I know you kind of broke it down, but Jace Gatlin finished the night with 20 points. I just saw him out at midcourt. He was kind of getting one of the guys that's a social media basketball guy was giving him a little bit of love and taking some pictures for his 20-point night tonight. And again, thank you to our sponsors. Enjoyed being out tonight and can't wait to get back from the Thanksgiving break and do this again.
Yeah, so for Coach K, I'm Mike Nevins, Braden Seitz here, Carter Lowry on the camera. Thank y'all, and we will see you Thursday night at Yellow Jacket Arena.
Sounds great. Good night.